The Barstool difference, a little technical difficulties. Nobody knows how or why, but it doesn't matter because we're back in business tonight. Monster Cast. The boys are back, starting with Back in the Flesh, the fucking Rocket. 1/3 of the Whole Milk Gang, along with Bob Fox and your man, Big Daddy Trent, a.k.a. the norm of Friday Night Pints. We got the Whole Milk Gang here.
Please.
Whole Milk Gang, a.k.a. the Couch Gang, is here. A big reunion. The Couch Crew.
Trent's already had 3 glasses of milk.
Well, we're about to bring it out.
He's driving.
Is he pouring some more?
I haven't had milk yet.
Oh, I thought you were drinking milk like 3 hours ago, and you were like, I'm drinking milk from now until my head hits the pillow.
No, that was now, starting now.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a good 3 or 4 hours ago. I was coming back from lunch, and you're like, yeah, I'm just crushing milk. I thought you were on a new half gallon.
No, because the plan is after this, Jared is going to come over, we're going to couch crew it up, and I want to drink milk from now until my head hits the pillow tonight. So it's starting now. No, I would have not been
What are you guys
milk.
watching on the couch?
Well, Bob Ross.
Anybody else want a little fucking milk?
You might take Bob Ross.
Yeah, you want some milk?
Did you go whole milk?
Trent?
Trent?
Okay.
Cheers, fellas.
You might get a little baby cup.
That's okay.
What's the origin of
milk's fucking awesome.
Milk is awesome, but he comes over before he moved back. He would come over and we would order insomnia cookies and we would get whole milk.
The best.
Yeah, it's the best.
Slam it.
So you want to get
Yeah,
some whole
but
ass
they
milk?
don't give you enough milk.
Cookie gang.
I've stopped getting my milk from Insomnia.
Pre-stock
I'll
milk.
go out and get it because they only give you those little. I have as much milk as Insomnia will give you. You gotta get like 6 bottles of it, and the milk's expensive there too.
They give you the bottle,
and I'm
plastic
like, look,
bottle.
I'm not made of money.
Yeah.
That is aggressive. Dipping. You know what? We can't shit on them for giving out or for selling milk because I think more places should sell milk. Like Domino's and all that. If you're gonna sell baked
lava cakes,
if you're gonna sell lava cakes, you gotta sell milk. That's the way it should be.
Bro, putting down a full pizza and with a
put your
glass of
milk up.
milk.
And a whole ass milk.
Breadsticks and milk.
Whole ass milk.
You gotta have like an ironclad stomach.
Cheers to the milk gang. The Milk Boys are in the building tonight.
I mean,
So
you have to
good.
be. This is so good. Once you hit your
coat
lips,
your throat and down your chest.
I hope
It's great.
everybody at home is having milk as well.
Yeah.
Join along with us.
and they weren't
I think
before
there might
there.
be some people out there drinking some milk with us.
The lack of milk is like my main reason for not going vegan. It's not cheeseburgers, not anything. It's just
milk.
Like I hate that with those fucking people who say like, "Does your mother moo? Then you shouldn't be drinking milk."
Oh,
and I'm like,
What?
Shut up.
Yeah.
It is a little weird. We are the only mammal on planet Earth that
Drinks the
drinks
milk
the
of
milk of
another
another
animal.
animal.
Or drinks
a lot
it
of things.
drinks it after puberty
Right.
or like adolescence or whatever.
We drink it for social.
Just
We
'cause it's-
socially drink milk.
Although I will say this, like,
Socially, yeah.
I feel like a
It's social.
Regular people.
We should have got a funnel for tonight. That would have been fun.
That would be
Shit, man.
I definitely beer bong.
you
some
should make a
right now.
milk alcohol, like a milk alcohol. You know what I mean?
You should make a milk alcohol.
Isn't that like a white
milk
Russian?
alcohol?
Yeah, white
man.
Russian.
Yeah,
White Russian.
What do you come on to me for?
It's kind of like a espresso martini or a
I
white
used to
Russian.
yeah, dude. I used to love white Russians because when I turned 21, I saw The Big Lebowski for the first time, and I was like, oh, everyone like needs a drink when you go to a bar. I didn't know that you could just like not just get a
That's what
beer.
you were ordering?
So I would
That's
be
what you
20.
decided to have be your drink?
Well, actually, I wasn't even 21. I was like underage, and I go to bars, and I would get a white Russian, and everyone would be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Just like 12 white Russians at a
Yeah, and I was
bar.
like, do you not have your drink? Like, what's your drink? I didn't know that you could just get like a vodka soda.
What is it? It's milk, vodka, and
It's
Kahlua. Is there
Kahlua.
Kahlua
It's
in
Kahlua
it?
milk
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
vodka.
That's a
it's
drunk
actually
serve
really
of White
good.
Russian.
drunkest you've ever been off of white Russian.
Yeah,
At Governor's Ball 2015.
Wow.
Did you have
Lost
like,
my
many of
shirt.
them?
Lost my shirt, and my best friend was there. He's a skinny kid. He had to give me his shirt. I was wearing like a medium-sized Hawaiian shirt all night. Black Keys, favorite
Keys,
band.
yeah.
Don't even remember it.
I don't even remember it.
It was the drunkest I've ever
Did you
been.
just
You
have
don't
a
want
belly
that.
full of
You
milk?
know, that's actually the second drunkest I've ever been. You know what's actually like the drunkest I've ever been by far was I was at Belmont Steaks like a year before I got hired here. And got fucking obliterated. Fell asleep on
Oh,
the
you fell
bench
asleep.
at the Steaks.
I've seen a
That'll do
picture.
And then once I got hired, someone just took a picture of me, blackout,
I've seen
sleeping on the bench. And then once I got hired, people looked
They
at
were
that
like,
and were
"That's
like,
that
"Oh."
guy."
And then they tweeted at Dave like 2 weeks after I got hired. I was like, shit. I don't know if Dave's a great man for this.
If you're not drinking milk at home, drink some Miller Lite. I'm being told we got to run this back. The Cantenna is bringing you today's episode of Friday Night Pints. The Cantenna is an actual functioning antenna that can get you the game and all your basic channels. If you have a TV to hook it up to, it's got like a legitimate, the coaxial cable in the back there, with a real can of beer.
Rudy is very interested in this, by the way, because we're running it back for the second time. He was asking me questions the whole first time while you were doing it.
He's like Robbie Anderson, like, yo, that's a bear? What do you call that?
He wants to like, you can broadcast the game?
Yeah, man, they
invention.
trolled all like apparently they set up a website to look like you could illegally stream the game, and then when you went to the website, it was just like, bam, Miller Lite, bitch, get your cantenna. And this actually apparently can. You know what? I'm gonna let you take this home, Rudy.
Thanks.
There you go.
Wow.
man.
Souvenir.
I'll try it.
So-
I mean, it's a crazy invention.
Yeah, you can go to MillerLite.com/cantenna to get yours now. You can also enter into a sweepstakes to watch a little football in high definition, and no purchase is necessary to enter. It ends on October 12th. It must be a legal resident of the 50 states in the United States, 21 years or older. Cantennas are only available in Colorado, D.C., Florida, Idaho, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Hampshire, Nevada, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, South Dakota, I was about to say San Diego, no, it's not it, and Wisconsin. Void where prohibited. See official rules at MillerLiteCantenna.com. Get your cantennas, get your Miller Lights. We're drinking them all night
How
here.
many states you just read? You think we're right on the cusp of being like it would have been shorter to do the other ones that you can't have?
Gotta be right on the line.
Yeah, right?
Right
Or
about
could we
there.
have just done like 50-50 shot? Probably good. I don't know. Check it out.
I think
for
you might have just
details.
read 24 states.
So tonight we're split up in the over-under gang once again. Right now we're watching the Brewers Cardinals 3-0 in the fourth. It's a 7-inning game. The number is 5.5. So I got my under gang over here. We got the Rocket. We got Bob Fox.
Yep.
You trying to fist bump me right now?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought you on the under
I'm
side?
on the under gang.
Oh, okay. I
Under
didn't
gang
know
over
that.
here.
Okay.
Over gang here. We'll see how it goes. This is our continuing idea to have dueling bars. So we'll see who wins, and someone's going to talk shit.
Why did you go under?
To even things out.
Okay.
That's why.
And I want it on record as an over guy. I'm the biggest over guy there is.
Yeah.
I just took the under because I wanted some space.
Yes,
Just wanted it on
Lenny
record.
definitely picked his bet based on
Just wanted it on
bar
record. Just
space.
wanted to be able to spread
Which, when we open up over under, will be a thing. I
It'll
think.
factor in
You
for
show
sure.
up and you want to bet the over, and that's crowded as shit. You want to have a nice, relaxing night at the bar. You go to the under bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What inning is it?
It is the fourth right now. Top
We
four.
gotta get this guy wearing his glasses again.
He's so blind.
He came over here. He's like, all right, it's 1-0. We're in trouble.
It's not even like
And
it's
then
a
he was like,
straight
what
number.
He's like, oh, is he? What base is he on? I was like, can you just wear your glasses? He got bullied out of wearing.
I wore my glasses for one day, and everyone at this fucking company was like, "You don't even fucking need these. You were the biggest one." They put them on. You're like, "This isn't even a good prescription." I'm like, "I know, I agree. It's a low prescription." Everyone's like, "This is fucking fake," and I just never wore them again.
Well, I mean, stop being such a pussy and wear your glasses and get bullied.
Like,
Yeah,
the
why do you
fuck,
care about
whatever,
what Kevin
get fake
said?
glasses now. I don't have fake. I wanted fake glasses my whole life. Now I have kind of real glasses. Again, I admit it's a very low prescription, but it helps because I can't see anything
Well,
over there.
clearly, Jesus Christ, you're blind as shit.
I don't even know where they are anymore. Like I probably just threw them in the trash. So I didn't feel like packing them. I just moved apartments.
You ever
If
did
this
the
was
great
a month ago,
move?
I had a
Kevin,
to
the
find
great,
them.
great.
You ever did
Oh, good.
Quadruple
Looking for a real
stuffed.
platform to get this takeout.
This
Fuck
one's
a double
stupid.
stuff.
Well, how about-
Regular
how
stuff.
about a
What?
mega stuff?
Quadruple stuff.
What?
Go with the
You're a real
quadruple
monster.
This is
stuff.
the mega stuff right here.
Way.
No.
Get that out of my face.
There is
No.
something going
The
on.
original-
There is something going on the internet right now where all of a sudden it's a take to say that thin fucking regular Oreos are better than double stuff. And
Right.
I will
It's
not stand
crazy.
for
No,
it.
there's just too much cream. It's
No,
fuck
there's
you.
not.
There's
There's
too much cream in
perfect amount.
mine.
No.
There's too much.
They
cream
have
in it.
mega
that's
stuff.
all.
That's too much.
No,
Double
yeah,
stuff
this
is
is
the
too
perfect
much.
amount of stuff.
No.
Regular stuff? No.
You
If
got
it-
healthy
but
teeth
if
or
it was the
something?
perfect
So I
amount of
got
stuff, they
cavities
would
all
do
over the
something.
place, and it fucking hurts. There's so much cream, it hurts my cavities.
So that's on
That
you.
sounds like, that
it's a
sounds
you
like it's
problem.
not the double stuff problem. It sounds like it's your dirty fucking mouth problem.
Surely plays a factor.
Hey, listen, my rotting teeth hurt when I eat this, so that's the food's problem.
It's just too much cream. It is. I can eat Sour Patch Kids all day. That cream fucking wedges its way into different holes, and it's just not good.
That cream wedges.
Sentence, yeah.
Yikes! Now that I got a belly full of milk, I'm drinking some Miller Lite. Who wants a beer? Anybody that's got some
I'll
Miller
take one,
Lite
please.
stuff?
Stick with the milk.
Rudy, I'm sticking with the milk. Whole milk too.
I used to love whole milk, dude. I love that
What
stuff.
happened? What, you haven't fallen out or what?
Crushing the DMs over here.
Yeah.
No, I was just-
quick
I-
peek. He's gone
wow.
through 3
No,
or 4
I was-
since I've been sitting here. Just fucking.
That's
Throwing your
patently
boy right under the
That's
bus.
patently-
You know
that's
that,
not
you know
what
they're all
hap-
watching. Be like, I thought I was the only one.
That's not. I was posting a story saying watch Friday Night Pints. That's what I was doing. Before the show, I took care of that. That's not what I was doing.
I can't even imagine what yours
Handsome
looks
devil
like,
to
Rudy.
live with over here.
But what I was saying is I love whole milk, but after I heard that stat, one time someone came
Wait,
up
what's
to
the
me
stat?
that they were like, no animals
Oh,
other
yeah.
than humans drink milk after
Another-
they finish growing, and I was like, oh, I'm done. I legit quit milk after that. For
I quit milk.
For
like
real.
It's a fucking drink.
It's not easy to needed, like,
Cold
it's
turkey.
not hard to get me to do something. It needs one fact like that. You know, milk hasn't gotten me, but like, there's a million things in my life. You can be
Yeah.
like, hey, this one thing about this one thing. I don't,
Don't get me wrong, that makes me super uncomfortable. But I'm not quitting milk.
No.
I will
Like,
say
that
this
is
though,
weird.
I
Like, it's
would.
very strange
It's
that
not
we-
that I wouldn't enjoy it. Like whole milk is delicious.
It's so good.
It's
I
very
actually-
People say it's bad for you. It's like,
No, it's
I
I
prefer
prefer
a
to drink it for
2%er,
20
if we're
years.
being
to
really
be
good.
honest, dirty little secret, I like 1% like a big pussy.
Really?
You know what my mom did to us? This is one of the craziest things.
was like.
I mean, this is thick. This is like glue, boys.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I will drink it,
Well,
but it's like glue.
Listen, tell you what's bad for you. I used to drink a gallon of whole milk a day.
Yeah, did you get a cum belly like Hank?
Well, no, I was trying to put on weight, and I kind of
Yeah.
successfully did. I put on 40 pounds my junior year. I went from like 126 to almost 160.
That was Hank's plan.
drinking.
He wanted
I
to get to
can't
200.
picture Bob being
Yeah.
160.
Hank was road
I'm like
200
150
until
now.
one
Really?
fateful day. He took his shirt off on the rundown.
I can't picture that
And
at all.
he was producing the
6 foot,
rundown.
I'm sorry.
And he like took his shirt off, and he was
picturing
behind
He
the
was
camera.
pregnant.
And I was like, "Oh my God, Hank!" And it was like made him turn the camera around. It was
cum belly.
an outrageous. It was the biggest thing. It looked like he was trying to sneak like booze into a football game by pretending
It
to be a
honestly
pregnant
looked
woman.
like when a girl is like 4 months pregnant. It's just like booling out. Oh,
He just had a boiler.
It was. I mean, he had no chance of getting to 200.
No.
Like he could have had 2 gallons a day for the rest of his life. That kid's just never gonna be 200 pounds.
You know how like when like girls particularly eat something like, this is going right to the hips. Like Hank would just gulp down a gallon of milk a day, going right to the belly.
I bet he got pretty close
He didn't
for
get
Rough and
bigger
Rowdy.
anywhere else.
What's that?
I bet he got pretty close for Rough and Rowdy. He was fucking yoked.
He was, but I mean, his body type is just not 200
I would
pounds
love
for
to
it.
see him like cut. It'd be so
Yeah.
funny.
Well, no, we told him
pretty
so
rough
funny.
around.
This was it. Hank wanted to get jacked, and we were like, "That's not you, dude. Just wear black, get tattoos, and be skinny like a
sure.
Machine Gun Kelly
Yeah.
type of guy." You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
That's your
For
look. And then
for
he kind
sure.
of embraced that. He looks awesome.
For sure.
Got the
Yeah.
beard going.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Got a
don't
couple
worry about
tats.
working out. Just
For
get
sure.
tats and wear black, and you're
He
good
does
to
have
go,
a good
man.
beard.
The
I
beard's huge.
still think I should take steroids, gain 25, 30 pounds, and get like a sleeve like Rock.
Yeah, you
I don't
should.
like.
I think I would. I think
He
I
just
would
wanna
stop
beat him?
big.
You think you're meant to be big?
You're meant to be big?
I think I'm meant to be big. Yeah, I don't. Think I'm
You're,
meant
so
to be
you're gonna like trans. You're gonna transition. You're
How
gonna,
tall?
you're,
I'd like to-
you're a jack guy stuck in a small guy's body. You're
That's
meant to
funny.
be.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. We're
I need
gonna
a beard,
transition
too.
to
I
be
I
big.
would love a beard. I can't grow a beard.
You
I
want
need
to be Jared.
Oh yeah. I mean, from yeah.
What do you think
A
about
little taller,
He's,
a
no,
little taller.
he's like, you know what? I've always
How tall are
loved
you?
Pink Floyd. Like,
Huge baseball guy, no socks. 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, they're the same height. So
Well, I don't know that. I mean, you know, he's definitely got like an inch on
I
it.
think
He's
I
fine.
might have an inch or two.
you do?
I think I might.
If you're
Why don't
5'10",
you guys
then
come
we're
on down
5'10".
right here and
Should
measure?
we?
Yeah, come on over
Wait,
here.
but his hair is high. His hair goes
Oh,
high.
don't blame
We'll do
that.
it legit.
there's never been.
Are we doing
I
shoes
can
off?
measure it
Oh no, we
down.
got seeing kicks on.
Right.
This is the first ever height off in the
They
history
do
of
have the
Friday
same
Night
shoes on.
Pints.
Oh, Grinnell's got you.
Yeah,
It's
Grinnell's
close.
got
It's
you.
like, girls got
From my angle,
Yeah.
it seems
Yep.
even.
No, he's got you.
Keep the hair. So then he said he's 5'11". I'm
It's,
5'10".
I know, like, you guys, it's not even a full inch. It's, you guys are the same height.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I mean they're not. But
You guys, it's the same.
for
It's-
this, for intents and purposes.
No, we're
but
the same. We're the
for-
same height.
For an
Like,
argument.
Until you
roughly.
stand next to each other, you're the same
If
height.
if you're an inch away, you're the same.
It's like you
height.
guys are the same height unless you're talking about how tall you are, in which case he's taller than you.
It's less than an inch.
Yeah.
Right.
And he said I'm 5'11".
Yeah. So you're 5.
Long
like
story
9
short, I
and a half.
want to be jacked. I want beards and I want tats.
So why don't you do steroids?
Didn't you do?
You need a base
we
first.
had a quick run in college.
Yeah, you
We had a
just-
quick run.
yeah,
It
you
does
just-
some weird things to your nipples, though, boys. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. I'll tell you that much.
Really?
That's
Oh
called
yeah.
Tell us
Oh
that.
yeah.
You ever seen the fucking picture you like?
Yeah. Does some
Say,
weird
I'm not
things
gonna
to
say
your
it, but
Could you
See what?
lactate?
What kind of nipple stuff?
You can
Puffy.
come pretty
They
close
get
to
puffy.
lactate.
You
I had a buddy that
develop
could
like
lactate.
women's breast tissue.
So is it estrogen? Is that what you guys are taking? Is that
Your
what it
nipples
is?
just get so
Yeah, but
fat
when
and
you take
big.
It's sensitive.
Like so where if you like just went like this, it looks like it would just
Yeah.
like shoot out.
And when you
like-
take it in college, like, you're not taking it like fucking baseball players take it or
No.
any other athlete.
I'm
Like,
taking a
you're
pro
taking-
hormone from Fall
Yeah,
River
you-
that I got in like a
yeah.
back alley. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're
I'm
taking.
taking estrogen X and like measuring up how
Oh,
much it's
yeah.
like, no, I'm just like 3 pills, and they're like, hey, guess what? My liver never gonna recover.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're not supposed to drink on it. You're supposed to have like a perfect health, but like Fucking going out
You're
every
like,
night,
take
just
3 pills,
waking up and
5
taking
you
my
might die.
steroids.
5
Yeah.
you might die, take 3. And you're like, I'll take 4.
Yeah, you're getting the you're getting the Walmart version of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, I had a buddy that could lactate.
I got mine from Russia.
What?
What?
Crazy. It's crazy.
What does
He
that
could-
mean?
Came out
He
of
could
his
like
breast?
he could legit make like milk come out of his.
At any given moment?
Yeah, I guess.
Boy,
Like
Greg would have liked to have him at the dinner table, Thanksgiving table.
Yeah. Could milk me fine.
it was crazy.
Now we
He
can milk
really
Steve.
could do it. Like it was like, and it wasn't the kind of thing where we're like, do it. It was just,
Really?
like one time he was just like, I can like, I don't know how it came about, but he was just like, I can lactate. He just did it. And it was just,
I think after
think
that,
he's just
I
getting
would
a lot
have
of
been like,
pimples on his nipple.
do
You
it.
think? I draw the line there in porn and everything. I don't like milk.
talking about?
on
What?
that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
A guy
Man,
just
like,
like,
I wonder
how
just
he
like at the
discovered
bar,
that.
like, boop.
I mean, it makes sense because
Trent
it's
really
like,
likes milk.
No,
it makes sense because it's like, what else?
You were
that's
super
literally-
excited.
All right, Trent, cool on the milk stuff. 'Cause you're being
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
weirdo
yeah,
about it.
yeah. It's like I love
It's
milk.
like,
I love
this stuff's fucking gross.
But if you think
I
about
feel
it,
like Homelander.
Yeah. Oh, it's disgusting.
That's an interesting skill that kid had though.
but if you
I
think
see,
about
I
it, it
wouldn't
kind of
call it
makes
skill.
sense.
I
If it's
don't
like your nip, it's like
like a
your
party trick.
nipples there.
I guess it makes less sense that we have them and don't use them.
Right,
Like
it's
they
like
say.
your
Yeah.
your nipples there to like be lactated. It's like at some point, are we all born females?
What? Hey,
No, we're not all
second.
born female.
Not
think
born,
it's
but like
start
all
as
we're
like
like
a-
cons-
yeah.
like
start and
you
then
We
start
start
like
like
an embryo as a female.
Was it Panacea?
Yeah.
Where all happened? One place.
You know what I meant. You all know what I meant. You all know what I meant. When you're in the like in embryo, you're a woman first, and then they like add chromosomes for you. They took a couple away, and then you're born.
Yeah, you've really embraced edibles. Like you're quarantine.
I'm not even. That's ridiculous. I'm speaking science right now, and you guys are not listening.
Yeah.
I'm the
Neil
only
deGrasse
one
Tyson
here.
on PMT.
All right,
Yeah,
okay,
Rudy
so
on Friday Night Pints.
your buddy had liver cirrhosis.
What? What?
The top question is what could make a man lactate? Similarly, a condition called liver cirrhosis can cause lactation by disrupting the organ's normal hormone metabolizing function. Health issues that affect the pituitary gland or the hypothalamus, which normally inhibits the release of prolactin,
Rudy's
can
like,
also
no,
cause
no.
My friend just
I like the embryo thing.
How's your friend doing? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, he
man.
died of liver failure.
I think he's alive. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him lactate.
Rudy just
forever.
like shook that explanation off like it was a bad strike call.
I disagree.
Come on, Blue. Come on.
It's a big, wide world out there.
How you doing over there, bud?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
Just having a nice Friday. I
Yeah.
love Friday.
Last week, Lenny revealed that he watches horror movies. Robbie, he watches clips of them on YouTube because he's too afraid to watch full movies.
I've actually known this for a while. He
Yeah.
once texted me and said, watching It Too. And I was like, oh, I'm excited for you. I said, I think that's like a good one to get into the horror game. It's not too tough.
Yeah.
3 minutes later, he said, I stopped.
The first scene is it like fucking biting a guy's shoulder off.
Yo,
It's a
It Too
clown,
is
yeah.
not scary.
What?
It's not a scary movie.
I don't
bro.
think it's a scary movie either, motherfucker. I just don't like gore.
Lenny Ball's ready to just.
Lenny's hot tonight.
you are like ready to throw hands, man.
No,
You're like,
I love Rudy. Rudy's my guy, but like
Oh,
I
really?
agree.
Didn't sound like
It is not like in the same class as
Rosemary's Baby.
Hereditary.
Yeah, that's
Rosemary's
right.
Baby.
Throw
is
that one out
scary.
there.
You know
He
how
loves
fucking
it.
creepy Rosemary's Baby is?
I do. I do.
You know
That shit is
crazy
scary.
Let me tell you
shit.
something
Like
right
we're talking
Like, that's the
Satan,
bar.
We're
Yeah.
talking like,
You know what Glenny told me? He said he can't even hear the word coven. He said
Yeah.
the word coven and he's like,
dude,
"Whoa."
you agreed. You
Yeah,
agreed.
no, I do. I mean,
You know how
it's a
scary the word
word.
coven is?
Lenny's got receipts and he's ready to get
You know how scary the word coven is?
I also couldn't believe that Glenny doesn't know what gack is.
Oh, shut
Good
up.
hands,
Oh my
Glenny.
God.
I have great hands.
I am great.
Throw it again. I tried to be flashy with it. I like pushed it away.
Do you know what
Witch.
gack is?
A witch.
No, I
thing.
No? Do you-
Wait. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's like
Nickelodeon
silly
gag.
putty, right?
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah, I know what this shit is.
It's
But
silly
did you,
putty,
yeah,
isn't
I mean,
it?
I know you know what like a squishy thing is, but do you know what Nickelodeon gack is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because when I was
I-
growing up, that was the shit.
Is it different
I
than
thought it was
silly
called
putty?
slime.
No,
Silly
that's,
putty's
slime is
harder.
like is another Nickelodeon thing. That's the green
No,
shit that
don't
falls
know
in your head.
gack.
That
Too
was just
old.
like it's like a silly putty
But
thing.
dude, you're old. You're
I'm
older
fucking
than us, man.
washed,
Like, you're
man.
old.
I actually
So
don't, I don't know
much.
if I know gack then. I know slime. I had one of these things, but and it made me I had to shave my head, my sister's head, because I just
Oh,
dump
yeah,
it in
yeah,
people's
yeah.
hair. You couldn't pull it out.
Right.
But it might have been
You
slime
have
I
to shave
had.
your
Yeah,
sister's
that's
head? That's tough. That was a tough break for her.
I mean, she was like 3.
Oh, all right.
But it wasn't. I don't think she even remembers it, except aside from pictures. It wasn't that traumatic.
Slime was like
But-
on the TV shows. Gak was like you can play with it at home. I think it kind of was like this is the slime version for you at home.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'm old as shit, dude. I'm gonna be 36 in March.
Yikes.
That's fucking washed.
Yeah, once I'm 34, that's it.
bro.
Like I
just
feel
gotta-
like when if I see a 26-year-old, I'd be like, oh, we're like kind of on the same age. Like I'm 10 years older than that. That's a lot.
I don't want to
know,
see
man.
36.
I feel like that's not
36,
Like once you
man.
get to mid 20s, I feel like it's kind of just like.
Well, the main thing is where you're at in life because like Trent will be he'll be 35 and still doing whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? Once you get married, once you have kids and shit.
True.
Yeah, that's why I love Trent.
That's very true. Fuck.
Trent
Tell me
is,
more about that. That sounds fucking awesome.
Trent is the smartest man in the world. Every time he talks about it, he's just like, I'm just not gonna do that.
Jared's
And
starting to
people-
embrace that lifestyle
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, why
Complete
not? And you're just like,
isolation.
because I don't want to. It's just this novel concept of
Yeah.
living your life how you want to live it.
You feel free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Jared's
move.
into
been
it.
about
You gotta
that
move
life.
away. Get out of the city. Just go to like we said,
How about
Charleston,
this?
South
Trent said
Carolina.
he's never planning on leaving the city.
Yeah.
Well,
No, never. But like you're good
I
for
like
the
it
foreseeable
here.
future,
I do like it here.
which
yeah.
is crazy. You would think. Ordinarily, people would guess that like Iowa boy comes here and it's like
Right.
everyone else who comes here. White Sox, they take pictures of the garbage. Everyone's like, "Fuck the city." I feel like you would have fallen into that and be like, "This place is gross." But you
No,
like
people always say, but it's got like a different energy, and I really like that part.
Yeah.
We were
It's
talking
just-
about it with
But
being-
wait, just to keep in mind, like you just go home and lay on the couch. All that energy, and you're just like,
But it gets through the wall. We got thin walls. It gets through the walls. You know, we don't have the nicest place, so it gets through. No, just you can walk around. If you want to walk around, it's just you can just fit.
yeah, like I was walking by and I watched this guy put a needle on his arm, and I was
yeah,
like, wow,
yeah.
you ain't gonna get that anywhere. I was watching,
Yeah.
man.
Like,
Yeah, that
shitting.
shit is jarring
Yeah.
for me. I've seen the homeless. I also saw a guy pissing today. He just like
I saw a
fucking
lady
horse,
was
just
wiping
like
her ass on the
Yeah.
corner, like right outside her
Yeah,
office.
yeah, that happens
Pants
a
to
lot.
her ankles.
I can deal with the pee. I can deal with the shit. I'll even deal with the occasional masturbation. When I saw this guy just like, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah,
for me
that's
to watch
heavy.
right there.
That's a heavy one. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And the ass wiping, I probably would have done great with either.
No.
Yeah. But I also
When I
Right
was-
outside of Starbucks.
When
You
I
like
was
the
in
city, right?
college,
Yeah. Okay. Big time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
More
got
than, like,
thrown up
Boston?
on
I do
Sunday.
like it more in
You got
Boston.
thrown
yeah.
up
I have
on?
obviously more like
Why,
an
like,
emotional connection to
Wait,
Boston.
what?
I have more fun here.
You got thrown up on?
You got
What
thrown
is-
up on.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Way.
Oh,
Yep.
like yeah, not
Like
recently.
2-3 years ago, I
Yeah.
got thrown up on the subway.
Yeah,
Oh,
tell
that's
the
just
audience at home what
horrible.
happened.
I don't know what happened really. Like I was just on the subway going to work, and next thing I know, like everyone in the car is like pushing down, and then I turned to my right. This lady's throwing up. She hit me straight through.
Like
Was
where?
it like direct hit or shrapnel?
A little bit on my shorts, like over
That's
here.
not terrible.
That's still so.
Didn't you have it on your
scarring,
hands too?
bro.
And you're like asking to wash
Oh
your hands?
yes, because you came to the office.
Yes,
and
I
you
don't
were
know
just
what to
walking
do.
around like this. I was like, I don't know. I would have found the stuff. I would have done something. You walked all the way from Penn to.
I don't know. Well, I found the bathroom in like the subway station, I think, like, washed off. But then it was just only on me. Was on like the bottom of my
Yeah,
leg.
yeah. I do remember giving you a hard time, like you were
But I
walking around the
literally
seat
got
for like
thrown
hours
up
and
on.
puke on you.
Yeah, I picture Glennie walking in shell shocked. Like
I was
1,000
scared. I was like, can I
1,000
go
yard
home right now? I
stare.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get yelled at.
But throwing up on that can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
I guess it all can happen anywhere. But like any public transit, someone can just throw up on it. Like there wasn't a homeless person, was it? It was just a
Probably
sick
not
person?
It was
public
homeless.
transit.
Oh, it was homeless.
It was,
Okay,
it
that's
was
different.
homeless.
But
which
it is.
gross.
I mean, it's
yeah.
just New York. It's just like there's not many places in the world where you're really that crammed. Like there are places.
Yeah, no.
Where you're not touching
No,
anybody.
but like I mean, like Boston, the subway in the morning, if someone got sick. they'll
Right.
do
Yeah,
that.
Boston's have it, but I'm saying like in LA you're like in cars and shit, and then in like in the Midwest and everywhere else you're spread out. You're not like touching each other. You're not like up against
That
each
is
other.
what I actually like about New York.
Well, there's some movie I want to say it's Crash, I think, where Don Cheadle gives a speech about how like that's the difference in LA. Everyone's like separate from each other in LA,
Yeah,
and in
you're
New
in your
York
own
you're
little
like
thing.
you're with the people. You're
Yeah.
up against them.
You like that?
I do, yeah.
I don't care for that.
Yeah,
Give me some personal space.
I don't want to
I
be
mean,
getting puked on. Fuck that.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you,
wanna be touching
I grew
people.
up like can't waiting like all day. I would just say like, wow, I can't wait to like work in the city.
Yeah.
Like when I'm older and live in the city. Now I'm
Now you don't
24.
want no part of it.
want no fucking part of this place.
I want
24,
no
so you
part
want
of
to
it.
just live in Long Island the rest of your life?
I think I'm gonna move to Long Beach next summer.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna stay there for a while.
You're
And
gonna,
then-
Beach is great.
You're gonna
It's so
crush
great.
it there. Dude.
Yeah, you guys are all welcome to come.
Yeah.
And have a
Long
nice
Beach
weekend.
is
Long
Long
Beach.
Beach.
to come.
Long Island.
I would love
It's
to
like
Right on the
a-
beach.
California.
Right on the
There's-
beach.
There's
It
Long
is-
Beach, California, but then there's
Right on
Long
the beach, but I'm gonna move there. You guys are welcome to come. Nice little beach house. We'll have fun.
It's
Dude, you
almost
could be the
like,
mayor of Long Island.
Hoboken
You could really
of
be the
Long
mayor.
Island, kind of. It's like a young spot where if you don't want to live in the city, but you want to live nearby, sort of thing. But it's like right on the beach.
It's on the
fucking
beach. It's
Awesome.
awesome. It's the best place in the world. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna move there, and then maybe when I'm like 40, 50, I'll do like Charleston. Charleston might be a fun thing.
That's what we kept saying. All
He's doing
roads,
when he's
all
50.
roads lead to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Charleston?
Uh-huh.
Like Boston.
What'd you say?
I said, you know what you're doing when you're 50. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna leave. If I'm maybe rich enough, fingers crossed. I don't think I will be, but
Oh, you will be.
Balls.
maybe
You're
I'll
gonna
get
be
like
wealthy.
friggin' a summer home in like Charleston or something.
I was watching your video when you interviewed the other
That
day.
was the scariest day of my life.
Bro,
Who'd you interview?
when he interviewed for the job.
I remember the first
And
thing. The first thing
Caleb
I
was
saw.
like, this is Glenny. He's my intern. He's already hired. And Dave started grilling him with questions, and Caleb was like, what are you doing? He's already hired. I already hired him. And on Glenny's resume, it said he was a umpire. Now, at this point, you're what, 21?
just turned. Oh, I was
Maybe
had
20.
just turned 20.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what could you have possibly been umpiring? Like
Right.
T-ball, you know? So
Literally.
Dave's like, and you know Dave loves that shit, so he's like, all right, give me your strike three call. Glenny goes, strike three.
And that was because
Now, even if that was your strike three call, for the sake of trying to get the job, you got to be like, who's going to have?
hey, it worked out.
Yeah, well then, the only reason it worked out is because he's like, okay, like, can I go now? And they're like, yeah, go ahead. And he's walking out, and by the grace of God, you should thank Gaz for this every day. Gaz
I know.
goes, hey, do you have any, like, nicknames or anything? And he walks back in, and he's like, my friends call me Glenny Balls. And it was just like,
And then I like
Dave
walked
gets
out.
out rested, it's like,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
And then I like walked out of the room, and then I came back in and was like, Dave, can I go home now? And I was like, what am I doing?
He's like, you don't report to me. Get out of here.
That was
But
such
Glenny,
a
I mean,
scary day.
Dave,
man.
Dave,
Go home now.
Dave was laughing.
I walked out of the room and walked back in and said, "Can I go home now?" Right after getting hired, and then you know what else I did? It was fucking such a funny story. It was Aloha Friday. That was like the first
Yeah,
day in the
yeah.
office, and I was like I said, I just turned 20. So my mom drove me to the interview and stayed outside. I wasn't 21, so I was like, I'm not gonna like go. She bought me liquor to bring back. It's like Big Cat was like, "Oh, go get liquor for Aloha Fridays." So my mom bought me the liquor. Yeah, at the liquor store here on
That your mom's
27th and
ride or
6th.
die.
That was a big
Mama
deal.
balls.
And then I stayed there for a little bit, and then I went home, went to the Met game that night. It was great.
And the
Good
rest
time.
is history, man.
Good
Now
time.
you're a professional athlete, dude.
Professional athlete.
Yeah.
Yes, people forget that. Pro athlete.
I mean, the look on Dave's face, he goes, Glenny Balls. And that's it. Like,
What
I
is-
was like,
and-
Dave's going to want to say that name over and over again, so you're
What is
hired.
scary? I mean, like, friggin' that old office, obviously you guys will know, getting off the elevator. I remember the first person I saw was Fights. I like
You
made
just
eye
walk
contact with
right
Fights. I
in.
was like, this is horrifying. Like, you're all right there.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I felt that way too, and I like knew everybody.
Right.
My first time in the office, I was just like hovering around Fights because I was like, I know you, I know you, I know you. Like everyone else, like I knew people, but like you've known them through the internet, not like in real
Yeah,
life.
guests would walk right into Trent with the greatest entrance of all time in
Yeah.
that office.
Oh God,
New
that
York,
was.
New York. Yeah.
That was the funniest shit. Like, hi, I'm Trent. I actually already work here. I'd like a job at the company I
That was
already work
definitely one of the
for.
strongest trait I had with like to move is that I work for the company already.
God,
It was
that
huge
football
for me.
game, man.
Part of the deal.
Shout out to Keith Duncan,
Keith
kicker
Duncan
for the Hawkeyes.
saved your life, like, because it just would have been, you just would have like stayed doing what you do.
Right.
You know, it would have just been like, no, I'm in Iowa.
Yeah.
You know?
Who knows what would happen?
You'd probably
So, yeah.
be drinking Rumplemans and back in jail.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have gone a different direction.
That was the old you.
That was the old me. Yeah. Yeah.
Forgive me to go back
It's
to the
so
old
fucking
me.
weird to think about you not being in New York like
Also-
at
yeah.
the beginning.
And
So
That
weird.
was one of the most. Recently, Michelangelo just got full time
Right.
after like 6 months, way too late. That was the second most disrespectful thing that's ever happened. You just not being in New York in the beginning was fucking insane.
Yeah,
that was
sucked.
crazy.
That sucked a lot.
That was, I mean, to look at like the rules that we had in place, where it was like you can come and you can't. And when you look around now, where it's just like what
Right.
the fuck ever.
Yeah.
You know, you
No, that
can
was a
walk in
crazy
the door
time.
and hang out. You know.
Yeah.
We got this new golf simulator. No free ads. I'm not going to give you the government name,
You
but
probably take a guess.
yeah, it's the only
ball,
golf
you pull
simulator
back,
in
yeah.
the world. Yeah. But the office has been buzzing
I mean,
over
Rude
it.
Boy is
He's nasty with it.
like, I would guess that Rude Boy's abilities at Golden Tee rival Ninjas at Fortnite. That's the only other video game
Wow.
reference I got.
For
But
sure.
Rudy was fucking.
What isn't this guy good at?
Are you
Fucking
kidding?
I wasn't that good
He's
at
the
golf.
prettiest
Yeah.
girls,
Fucking
the
shots.
fucking wins a national championship, looks fucking handsome every day. It's like,
Sick
what
with
the
the
fuck,
camera and the
dude?
edit.
Way to Golden
And
Tee.
have you seen on Spotify Have you seen that guy? How do you say his name? Love?
I don't know, but I've gotten that message from multiple people. There's this guy on Spotify that has dyed hair, and
I mean, it's not this guy.
you.
You know the guy. He's
I
like
don't. I never listened to his music.
He sings
L-A-U-V.
He sings.
He sings "Like Me Better" is the one I know.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Yeah,
I've actually
yeah,
never
yeah.
listened to his music.
That guy.
But people keep messaging like, I keep thinking this is you on Spotify, and he looks like me when I had frosted tips.
Of course you do.
I mean, from a distance, look at that. That's fucking rude.
Yeah.
The frosted tips.
Oh, yeah.
When you had that hair, man, that was.
Bro, I think I'm gonna bring him
I was
back.
going to say, you should bring it back.
I think I'm gonna bring it back. It's not a wintertime thing, but I'll bring him back next year. But I was thinking I want to do another bet with him. But there's.
He tries to get me with these crazy.
But
Oh, he
this-
did. He got you with the frosted
Oh,
tips.
I got you with the frosted
I was
tips.
a
knew
pawn.
he was gonna look
But
good.
this one.
Used me
Yeah.
and spitting chiclets as a pawn.
Next thing is gonna be the tattoos. Be like, yo,
No,
loser has
I-
to get a fucking tattoo right on their
I
fucking
think
ass
I
and their dick is.
He actually
I think
suggested.
I suggested.
Yeah, he
tattoos
suggested
for the
that too.
last
But
one.
what I want to do next, I'll keep growing my hair out. We should do a perm bet.
I said I would do that.
Because that would suck for both
And then
of
we
us.
also mentioned cornrows, but then we were
Nah,
probably shouldn't do that.
we don't do that.
Yeah, we can't do that.
That's
If we did
that's
a-
gonna be a problem.
Perm bet.
I think if we did a perm bet, I grow my hair out, and if for you it'd look hilarious. But
It
we
would
just
look
have
crazy.
right
Dude,
time.
Imagine me with like Jerry curls.
Yeah.
That'd be
Great.
crazy.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
If you gotta come in with like a do-rag, we'll probably get in trouble for that too. But that would
sure.
be fucking funny.
Well, dude,
got
but Jerry,
waves in
but
his
like
hair.
I'm picturing like Jerry curl, like not Jerry curl, but I'm picturing like perm like Ben Stiller in Starsky and Hutch. Like,
Oh, the grandma.
Oh,
curl.
like
like
blowing it
big
out.
ones,
Yeah, blowing it
like
out.
really big ones. Like you can't even wear a hat. You know what I mean?
What happens to you though if you lose? the
Well, I'll
bet?
keep growing my hair out and we'll do the same thing.
How did this connection happen? How did you guys like end up living
Actually.
together?
How did we end up living together?
I don't know.
My
actually.
roommate, my old roommate, moved to Boston. I lived with this kid in Boston, and he was just like one of those guys where like one day we came and visited. I think we came down and saw Jared one night, and I was like on the way home, I'm like, yo, we're moving to New York. And he's just like, sure, I'm fuck it, whatever, I'll move to New York.
Does
Like,
he have like a job
Quit
or
his
any
job,
prospects?
just
in
quit his
it?
job.
remember that.
Yeah, he
That's
quit his
wild.
job.
I'm envious
Yeah.
of people like that.
And
they
then
just
he
live like
moved
that.
down, and then one day we're looking at new apartments, and on Tuesday, and then Thursday, I'm like, hey, tomorrow, 10 a.m., we're gonna go look at an apartment. He's like, I'm actually moving to Vegas on Monday, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And Rudy was over like the next night, and I was just like, dude, let's just live together. And he's like, yeah, and every day I'd be like, so we're living together, right, dude? Like, it's happening, right? And like, finally, it just like, I pushed it into like,
He found a
Just
great.
choking
He
it
found a
into
great spot too, like a
Yeah.
really cool apartment. It was
well,
right
you
by-
found that.
I did?
Donnie's, Chef Donnie's? Yeah, you found that.
Really?
You did.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you did.
yeah, you
Just
did
fucking
it.
make out.
Yeah,
I found the
that's
good spot. I found the new spot.
Yeah, he found our new. That was our place last year, but he found our newest place, which
Hell of
is
a
great.
spot.
Which is great.
Hell of a spot.
Yeah, it works out.
And then how did you and Bob link up?
How'd you guys end up? You know.
That's a weird
Seems like
duo.
there's a
There's an
story.
age difference
Both you
here.
guys were like, there's a big age.
There's a
wanna
big
tell
age
us?
The
difference.
story that involves someone that like doesn't work for the company anymore. I used to live with someone else that doesn't work for the company, and she moved, and now Trent like moved in basically.
And I've been living in Brooklyn like along
Coley.
with Coley. Who
Wasn't
was,
that at like the end of the line? Weren't
Crown
you guys?
Heights.
Yeah.
It took door to door was an hour and 5 minutes or something at the old house. It sucked.
Yeah.
I lived there for like 15 months, so I was desperately looking for a place.
Yeah.
And we were friends.
You didn't
and
have
then
like bars in your windows.
I had bars.
and-
We were on the first floor. I had bars in my window.
Yeah.
It was, you know, and it was like, and
Man, how bummed out would you be if you like crawled in the first floor and it's Trent? You'd be like, this is not what I was.
there was nothing in there. And yeah, so then she moved. She got a job somewhere else, moved away,
Yeah.
and you hit me up, and I was like, absolutely.
It was like the most immediate, like, yep, I'm in.
Yeah, you
I'm out of
guys
the
are
whole
a good
place.
fit.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's a
works.
good fit. And
Yeah.
do you ever get jealous? Or are you happy in the launch
I
pad?
do get jealous.
Yeah.
Like there's times where now it's great because like now when I come back to visit, that's where I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. So
You got the best
Special
thing going.
reunion,
It's
too.
like you go to their house when you want to, and then
Yeah.
you can scram when you
Yeah.
don't.
yeah, no, it's a great little setup. But I do miss being able to just be like, hey, Robbie, like Trent, like can I come over tonight?
True.
Man, I'm commuting in from Westchester, and if I stay in the city, I'm like, oh, this is so much easier. This is so much better.
Yep.
I got to get like a flop house. I'm gonna get like a crack house.
Well, I was supposed to
I
do
can't
that.
imagine ever
Right
working
now, you
somewhere
could
where I
get one.
can't walk to the office.
Yeah.
Or living somewhere like
Yeah.
just the walk is so fucking easy.
It's so much nicer. It changes your whole life. And
Dude.
I like didn't. It doesn't register in my head. I got the fucking kids up there. Just like I do what I have to do. But then the other day I was like, this is so much better. It takes
How
like
long
2
do you commute?
seconds. It's really not that long. I mean, I've been driving in, which I just did the math the other day. I have spent so much in parking.
God,
I have
you
to fucking
park
stop.
here?
Yeah.
Jesus
Well, in the
Christ.
beginning, I was driving in, and it was like twice a week. And then even when I started coming every day, I was like, it's Corona, and like I'm just gonna do it and eat the cost. And now I'm like, now I'm just definitely driving because I like it. You know
You
what I
can't
mean?
expense that?
I probably
Come on,
could.
you're like you
I
like own this
probably
place.
Could. I know, it's crazy. I still act like I'm like, oh, what if they don't reimburse me? Loser. What a loser I am. But if I take the train, it's like 20. I think it's like 28 minutes to get to Grand Central, and then I walk over. So it's like an hour. It's nothing crazy.
That's not
But
bad at all.
no, it's not bad. But I'm saying,
Even 20 minutes is like, to me, that's nuts.
well, I mean, listen. You want to know how old I am? I can remember a time when you didn't have your fucking phone to commute. That's the worst. If you're just sitting on a train and you're just like 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
Hey, think about taking a shit. Think about taking a shit without a phone now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a nightmare.
I don't
Bro, we used
do
to
anything.
read the
That's a
chemicals on bottles of shampoo.
Yes.
That's what I did growing up.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
read, like,
I would just poop his. I would
you
poop
know,
my
alright.
brother.
Wrestling action.
Delicious,
Yeah.
100% real
Yeah,
milk
poop
produced from
super
cows,
fast.
not treated with RBST. Okay,
Yeah.
no RBST here, folks.
I
That's
read
interesting.
that in fucking Rolling Stone magazine.
the
Didn't
whole ring.
understand anything of that. Reading fucking, what's his name?
In a
Fucking-
Rolling Stone, that's hard to understand.
I mean, Rolling Stone, it's like a very, it's music, obviously,
But
but,
not
it's also
really.
very political.
Ah.
Like, it's fucking, like, why can't I think of his name? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Like, that was like, I was probably around that age, and like, I was like probably like 6 trying to read Hunter S. Thompson. Couldn't fucking.
That explains a lot.
Dude, if I
That
was
explains
if
a
I
lot.
was like stuck on the subway or like trying to get home and there's no phone. Like now I'm like whatever. I'll be on my couch on the phone at home or I'm on a train, like whatever. I'm doing the same shit. But back in my day,
What year are we talking that you didn't have a phone?
I mean,
You've always had like music though, right? Like a
yeah,
Walkman
I would have like an
or
iPod
yeah.
and shit like that. But to be able to like and then even when that was out, like the subway and Metro North didn't have great service.
Dude, it was shitty when I was
Yeah.
like commuting from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to get the fucking newspaper, man.
Dude, the greatest.
Yeah, I would
What?
read the
You-
fucking
what?
Post.
Newspapers are actually
When I was in
tight.
like high school commuting into the city, I would read the fucking newspaper.
My dad still rocks out with a newspaper.
Dude, when we were in Boston last week, Ari
And you're like
got the
this on the
newspaper
train?
every single day. He'd walk to like a local Charlestown
course.
bar. I think it was the Knights. He'd walk to the Knights of Columbus, come back with a Charlestown local newspaper, reading about like Charlestown Little League. It was crazy.
But see,
And he
that's
loved
crazy
it.
to do now, but back then it was just like, well, I don't know, read about the fucking Little League
Yeah,
teams. I
yeah.
got nothing else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I'm gonna die soon. I think that's how old I am. I'm gonna be dead. I'm spry.
Good luck.
Dude, at least you know Marty's the greatest one. It took him 3 years, however long he's been here. Marty was a 2.5 hour commute.
Yeah, that's
I've
crazy.
been to Marty's house. It's fucking 100
He
miles.
lives in the-
Island
he lives in the
is- I don't
fucking
think that's an
sticks.
exaggeration. I think it's maybe more than that.
It just keeps going.
He lives in the
It's
fucking
forever.
sticks.
It's
Yeah.
The
crazy.
sticks. He's got like haunted shit out there, like ghosts and lakes and shit.
Ghosts and
You
lakes.
are just so afraid of things.
Ghosts.
Oh no, that's true. Someone dies every
The
year.
lady of Lake Ronkonkoma, she kills one person a year.
Robbie's
Yep.
face.
She kills one person a year. She was
Yeah.
a Native American girl that drowned in the lake. She kills one person a year.
Marty told me that the first time I went to his house. That
Oh.
it is.
This is awesome, by the way. This right here, this is our like Friday Night Pints Titantron. It's almost like that sonar vision from fucking Batman where you can like see everything. If you tweet out right now using the hashtag Friday Light Pints, like Miller Lite, it all populates here on our fucking
that's
Titantron
sweet.
thing. It's
That is
pretty
cool.
goddamn cool, yeah. The whole
super
milk. I mean, I can't believe we're just pouring milk and pounding it on the show. That's absolutely ridiculous. What's up with that Boston serial killer? Is that still happening?
I don't know. I don't know
the-
how many people believe it's a smiley face killer.
That's
I mean,
what-
I believe that.
I believe it 100%.
Well, I mean, I don't
that-
think there's anything to not believe. There's dudes ending up dead in the river.
And they're all wearing red shirts.
Yeah, right?
They all wear red shirts.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
I didn't know that part either.
How long has this been going?
Yeah, can you guys
Years.
explain? I don't
Years,
understand
like,
this at
like
all.
15 years.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
No,
know
I,
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the first one's like the 80s.
No, I was gonna say longer, but I didn't want to sound wrong.
I think
So,
I
yeah.
think it's really long.
So,
Yeah.
so it's always like white men like our age, right?
like drunk guys.
yeah,
Well,
and they all end up
our
in the river.
age.
That was cold.
Damn.
That was
Yeah.
Aw damn. That was a big time aw damn moment. Yes, your age.
But it's not just drunk guys that fall in a river.
No,
Well, that's
it's
what they
they'll-
make it look like.
That's what they. That's what people say.
I'm such an idiot. I'm such a pawn. I'd be like, that guy fell in the river.
Another one. And another one. And another one.
But like, it happens so often. Like it's like multiple times per year. I'll say 2 to 3 times per year. I don't know the exact stats, but it's something.
And it's
like
always like when it's cold out too.
It's
So, like, you wouldn't
even like a Celtics game or
Yeah,
Faneuil
like
Hall.
you wouldn't
There's
be
no
walking
reason to-
around
yeah.
and they're not like wearing jackets. Like they'll be wearing like a t-shirt or like a long sleeve and it'll be like 34 degrees out, but they were walking around by the water and they just fell
And
in.
people were like, oh yeah, like, they were probably going to the piss. It's like, he was a fucking bell in hand. Why the fuck would he walk to the Charles to take a
Right.
piss?
Do they
He'd
have-
go to the bar.
Do they have wounds, or is it just
No.
like he
No.
pushes them in?
They're just drowned.
Gotcha.
And then also like, you don't, just because you're drunk doesn't mean you drown.
Die,
There-
yeah.
And there are, when I go to Newport all the time, or any fucking beach town in the world, all the bars are on the water.
Right.
No one ever drowns.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because you're drunk doesn't mean you fall in the water and drown.
Or like, I mean, that can happen, but it doesn't just keep happening
Right.
all the fucking
But
time.
then how do you think he dies? Because like, wouldn't they be able to recover the bodies and see that he died of like asphyxiation?
No, they died of drowning.
They
Good
drown.
point,
They
Glenn.
drown.
He,
They drown.
he drowns them.
So he holds them in the water and drowns them.
That would be
Yeah.
I think, but I think you can tell if it's like
Yeah,
held
now
down or
there
if
would be
it's
like
just,
bruises or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there'd be bruises, or you could like
I
you
don't
could
think
tell
there'll be
when someone gets
bruises.
strangled.
It's
You
not
could
like
tell.
around his neck.
No, they hold them under the water.
Yeah, if you're just like.
So,
on
but this
top
has
of
been going
something.
on for 15 years.
more.
More,
It's
yeah.
the 80s, man.
And they
I
all wear
don't-
red shirts. That part's very interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
usually like
and
red
what's up with
shirts and
smiley
they're
face?
brunette guys.
I think it's called a smiley face because at
Yeah,
some
we can't
locations
wear
they
red
found like a
shirts.
graffitied smiley face or something like that.
It's crazy that there's
that's
just serial
fucking-
killers like out and about.
Yeah, man.
The
And I mean,
freakiest-
if you're smart and you do it like infrequently like that, it's only like 1 or 2 a year.
We got
You probably
one.
could do that forever. I think about that a lot.
Dude,
feel
I
like
think
you could just
about
kill people and
I
get
think
away
about
with
the serial killers that we
Weird
don't
thing to
know
think about.
I
don't
do.
think so.
I think they
maybe
only,
not anymore, but
isn't
like,
it like
again,
50% of
they go
homicides?
unsolved.
Yeah, they're
And think about
unsolved.
now, it's like post 9/11.
Really?
There's cameras and all this shit. Back in like the day, like
like,
Jack the Ripper,
like,
in like the 1800s, whatever, you just kill people and nobody
Bro,
fucking
Get
knows.
away with it so easy.
Even the
bro,
70s,
in
some
the
said.
1800s, you could have a
Well, yeah.
field
I
day.
could just smash your head and walk away, and
Yeah.
then that's
Yeah,
it. That's
crazy.
it. There's no
Imagine
there's no
being in the
fingerprints, there's no nothing.
1800s and walking to a crime scene and being like,
Yeah.
Well, I think
John Mulaney's got a great bit about that where he's like, think about before DNA or anything like
Right.
that. And they're like, you go in and they're like, boss, the pile that killed his blood over here. Ew, gross. Clean it up. Now back to my hunch.
yeah, exactly.
I would say that. They ask you like, so investigator, what do you got? It's like, well, somebody came here and they stabbed them with something. That's all we gotta go on. There's somebody here. have a
That's
knife.
probably why they were like, I think it was witches. It was
Yeah,
a
they
witch.
just-
Stop with the witch talk.
Witches,
Yeah.
man.
Bro,
You
Glenn,
know what
you're
they
not
used
gonna.
to do, right? Throw
I'm
them in the
sorry
water?
to.
The witches?
Yeah, the Salem witch trials. You know how that works?
They threw them in the water?
So
Yeah,
like,
'cause
they
you
would
floated.
they would
Floated.
they said we're gonna throw you in the water, and if you drown, you're a human, but you fucking drown. And if you're a witch, you would survive, right?
float,
So
yeah.
you would float. So they
Those
would just throw
wicked
you in
batches.
fucking
Actually,
water
I
and
don't
you
even want to say wicked batches. I feel like they're going to be on me. I feel like they're going to be coming after me.
Glenny, I watched the other night. I watched the movie The Witch.
Oh yeah.
Would not recommend for you.
What's the witch about? Is it about a witch?
It's an old school period piece.
It's like folk. Yeah.
It's actually
Dude,
really
witches are
fucking
crazy
good movie.
shit, man. Like you just,
What's your scariest thing? Like a monster, an alien, a witch, a
monsters I don't
warlock,
mind
a-
much. It's like demons, Satan, and like
Exorcisms.
witches.
Exorcism
Like witches.
fucks with me.
You think that's real? You think you can be possessed by the devil or
For
by
sure.
a demon? Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like back in the day,
I
it
don't
was just
know,
people who were
man.
having like schizophrenic like breaks,
Yes.
and they
Yeah.
just said,
They
Dude,
didn't know
God.
what mental illness was, and they were
You're
like,
right.
all right, you
Yeah.
have a devil
Nah,
inside you.
bro.
yeah.
After
Pretty
You
good
start
point.
smacking
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Bible in the
strong.
forehead.
Yeah.
You're just like, you are fucked up.
I don't
Just
know.
figure it out.
yeah, I don't know how true. Because you guys seen Hereditary?
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
no. No, I'm inclining on stuff like that.
We were talking about Hereditary earlier. Like,
Yo, that
actually,
little
like,
girl when she sticks her head out the
But
window.
anyway, so
we
after
watched that.
we
Yeah,
watched
we
it,
did
yeah.
watch that.
But
Fuck
after
that
I
movie.
watched Hereditary, I was going on YouTube and like looking up a bunch of stuff. There's a whole YouTube community of people that are legitimate devil worshippers, and it's low key one of the funniest things ever because all of them are like regular people.
Well,
and they're like,
we talked to
I,
that guy,
I
right?
spoke to King Pyman, and he's actually a great guy. And we talked about our problems.
Telling you, the devil
and
needs a
everyone
bad
is
rap.
yeah, and then they're like, I
King
was-
Pyman.
They're like, I summoned him, and I'm like, am I watching this on YouTube? And like, they started out with like, thanks for coming back to my channel. As you guys know, we talk about. Make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. Today we're talking about how to summon a demon. I mean,
I did
for
interview
real.
Satan
They like
one time.
really
Me and
into
Asa
it.
did, and it wasn't like
Well,
that.
that was. Do you remember Fights that guy that we talked to, or we almost talked to? We found him on Twitter, maybe whatever. He's like the head of like a satanic cult or whatever. And
It's
he's
such
like,
a weird job that I don't remember this.
I know. It's like it doesn't even register. Maybe it was.
What was that time we talked to the devil worship?
We talked to this guy. I don't know if we talked to him or if I just found him on, like, maybe I just watched the YouTube video, whatever it was. He was, like, totally pleasant. He's just like, it's my religion sort of thing. It's like, I guess there's like the anarchists who are like devil worshippers want to kill you, and then there are people who just kind of believe it like there's other religions. And he's like, I believe that like Lucifer was a fallen angel, whatever the fuck they believe.
They
But he was
basically
like,
think he's like Wicked.
what?
Like the play
Yes.
Wicked, which
Right.
the concept of
Yes.
it is that she was actually the bullied girl and she's the
telling
good
you,
girl.
the devil's got a bad
So we
rap.
go to the west.
Yeah.
Well,
So
dude,
they
after
think
I
that-
saw
and
The
they were
Witch, I was
fucking
like,
sick. He was
That
like,
makes you
"Listen,
like the
guys."
devil.
From what I understood, Satanism isn't even. You're not even like worshiping the devil. You're just saying there's like nothing.
That's kind of
That's
what
what Satanism is.
It was like I don't believe in anything.
Well, then why?
But dude, I'll say this: at the end of The Witch,
That's
I
what the
kinda was
Satanist I
like,
talked to
atheism.
made it seem.
The
He
devil
made it seem
kinda
like that
Can't
was
be
facts.
both. Atheism already has. We don't believe
It's
anything.
not fully. Yeah, it's not
Like
fully.
I don't think
atheism,
the
but
guy I
it's
talked to
something-
was like doing like animal sacrifices and shit.
Oh
Right.
yeah, no.
Right.
Aleister Black, WWE guy, is a Satanist, and he's like, oh no, I don't like worship the devil. He's like, I
Right.
don't like the devil. He's like, that's not what
He's like, we
Satanists
just like
believe.
tattoos and like.
Then they need to consider
it's a
it name
style.
change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Satanist is a
I need a
misnomer
name
then.
change.
I agree.
Yeah.
If
Sammy-
you're
Sammy
like,
Davis
if you're like,
Jr.
I'm a Satanist and you're like, but I don't like the devil, it's like,
No,
change
that's
it.
on that's on you then.
Yeah.
That's bad branding.
Yeah.
Satan should be reserved for the people that are fucking truly
Yeah, I'm
metal.
a fan of the
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
Sox. Well,
Yeah.
no.
that would
I don't like
piss
the
me
baseball
off.
team, but yeah.
If you were like a for real Satanist, that would piss me off. Like a fake like Satanist, that'd be like, dude, get
Fake
out.
Satanist.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
Wait, you would
Buddy,
be-
do not watch that movie.
I'm not watching. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna plan on it.
But
Like, I wasn't
I
gonna
want
watch
you
it.
to watch the scene when
It's
she's in her
freaky,
head.
man.
I'm gonna get you the scene with her
No,
head. Yes.
no.
It's fine.
I thought you
Don't
watched
be
the
such
final
a
scene.
pussy.
That scene is
Call
so
me a pussy, that's
scarring.
What
What'd you say?
He got mad that I called him a pussy. He just stopped and paused like, you call me a pussy.
He hit me with the joke of pussy. I was like, come on.
Damn,
Dude,
that was
it's-
like,
Like
very
I'm
much
being
a
honest
trigger
with you.
for
I'm
me.
being honest with you. I'm showing. Like I know it's scary.
Hereditary-
Call me pussy, man. That was mean.
Dude, we should do a live stream where Glenny like sees if he can make it through Hereditary.
We just have to like
Yeah.
make him watch like the fucking Bird Box.
Yeah,
We just
or
be like,
yeah.
"Why?"
Have you seen The
Or, yeah,
Ring?
Clockwork Orange. You should
The
do
Ring
it
was
like
the
that.
The Ring would be
movie
worse, I feel
That
like.
scared the
I'm like
fuck
even.
out of me.
I'm like literally even scared
The
of like
Ring
scary
is
movies.
so scary.
No,
It'd be
Glenny,
way
I'm the
worse
same
than
way. I don't like
Hereditary.
scary
Yeah.
movies.
They-
You're
they're-
scared
I
of
hate them.
scary movie, the spoof movie?
Yeah, I like covering my eyes in a scary movie.
Okay. I mean, I don't do good well with scary movies either.
Scared of scary movie?
Trent does not do well with scary
Occasionally.
movies.
I watched
Hereditary
Scary
may
Movie
almost
3
be
weeks
too
ago, and I was like
like
still like
psychological.
kinda a little off.
He
off the
needs
edge of
like
that.
yeah. I think The Ring.
The Ring is a good
I think
So,
Jared's
the
right.
Ring,
The Ring may
the
be
Others.
scarier.
You ever see The Others?
Yes.
The Others is really
That's
scary.
the ending of that.
Dude, The Others is.
That's just a great movie.
Who is that?
too.
Nicole
Nicole
Kidman?
Kidman, yeah.
Dude, I
went
watched
to
that on
see The Others.
Wait, is that the one about the
Way too
Alaska?
No.
That's
No,
the
it's
one.
about
That's the one where
Home
she's in the house
Yo,
and they
Ring
actually
also, like,
turns out
such a
she's a ghost in the house.
It's one of those Sixth type things.
Yeah, I
but
hadn't thought
I
about
went to
that
see
movie
The
in so
Others
long.
at New Rock City. And it was always, that's where we always went to see movies in high school, and it was always this ton of black guys who, this guy stood up in the middle of it when there was like a big twist moment, and he went, oh, fuck no! And like the place erupted in laughter in the middle of the scariest movie I've seen in a decade. It was so good.
Dude,
And then The Ring was that way. When she comes out of the TV and starts crawling at you, I was like, fuck this shit.
See,
No
that
fucking
shit doesn't
way.
really bother me. The Others, that's one of the home invasion. That's shit that scares
Yeah, I
me.
don't like
that's
that.
Wait,
She's
realistic.
smoking
I don't
a
like
cigarette
that.
in the kitchen.
I haven't seen it. Like,
Oh,
it's
I'm
too
sorry.
scary for me to see.
Okay.
I want to see it. Wait, we're not thinking of The Strangers, right? That's
Yeah,
That's
you're,
what I'm
it's
thinking.
not,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm
The
thinking.
Others
The
is
Strangers
a
is
haunted
fucked
house
up
thing.
too, though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Strangers.
That's where they just like,
I'm definitely thinking of the
I
Stranger.
thought there was like a technical problem. Our producer just wants a beer.
I thought, we're talking about the
Oh
Stranger.
yeah, Manly.
That's with like they're like dragging an axe and they got like kind of like the scarecrow mask on.
Yes.
Right?
The
Yeah.
Strangers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I don't know what The Others is.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, there's just like an old
I
scary movie.
watched it on VHS. It was one of the first scary movies I ever saw, and I remember being just so fucked up by it, like so.
What,
fucked
The
up.
Others?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Others was
It's
like,
a
from
really
what I
good,
understand, it's like
like,
Sixth Sense, where
Yeah.
the whole movie you think that Nicole Kidman is being haunted and really she's the ghost.
Oh, you
Yeah.
spoiled it for all the
Well,
people that
Plenty.
Oh, you guys gonna go watch the
It's a
Others
15-year-old
from
movie.
1996.
I would have taken the
All right, what am I watching?
recommendation.
just watch this.
What's
trash
what's gonna
19
happen?
years old.
You
We're
don't even
close.
have to
Watch
put the
this.
volume.
This is
The
like
weird thing is too, like
crazy
I've
stuff.
only ever been
Is it?
scared in a movie. I just don't like.
You never.
Oh,
All right, if you've never been
watch.
scared in a movie,
watch.
you never went to go see the Paranormal Activity movies in theaters.
Yeah,
No,
Those
but
are
I saw
fucking
them.
scary.
Yeah, those are
In
fucked up.
theaters, it's fucking scary.
No,
Yeah, they
I
are,
didn't.
they
I
are.
watched them. I like binge watched them.
Third
like,
Yeah,
one, the
it's
third one
insane.
though.
like in the woods at like a friend's house, like in the middle of nowhere, where it was like it was pretty creepy. Like,
Yeah.
looking
It's
out,
even
all you
worse
see
when they
is
show
woods
it
and
like
it
the
goes
next
into
day.
a
The
know,
plants
it's
are
like
all
the-
over.
And it's like,
Oh.
all right, this is like a like that's what you see
That's
behind the
Hereditary?
TV.
Yeah.
It was fucking scary.
I watched the end of
But
Hereditary, and that was something.
I'm not scared, but
scared.
it's never like been like have a profound effect on me. Like, I can't tell you the scariest movie I've ever seen, but also I haven't seen many because I just don't like being scared.
Yeah. Right.
I
So
think
I'm
I
like-
actually am becoming a pussy because I used to, as a kid, I went to see The Others. I loved The Ring.
Yep.
I would rent the Rosemary's Baby.
Like, I saw The Ring. The Ring did nothing for me.
Yeah.
Ring
I
is
just don't want to put
the
myself
ring-
through
Shit scared
that.
me, and I used
ring
to be like trying to
fucked
scare
me up.
myself, and I would get together with friends and all that, and
Yep.
now I am fucking afraid.
I think it's different when you watch
I'm
it with
going
your
the
boys,
opposite.
though. I think when you're sitting there alone and you're just like,
You're allowed to be as scared as you want to be. 'Cause
Yeah,
if I'm
but
sitting there watching with you, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm not gonna be like a pussy in front of Brunel. And I know it's
Exactly.
just a movie, so I'm just gonna act tough.
I mean,
Exactly.
I
Like,
had
you
those
scared, bro?
blankets in our room.
Alana was
No, I
was
told you guys this earlier.
recently-
He says we're watching. Oh, let's
I
watch
heard
a
you
movie.
trick him a lot.
He does. He fucking tricks me. He says,
like,
"I'm
let's
gonna
watch
watch
a
this
thriller."
thriller."
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
She just had it
And
on
then
you were
like
working.
20 minutes in, I'm like, this is
threw
a
it on.
fucking horror movie.
If I tell him we're gonna watch a horror movie, he's like,
watching
don't put it
movies
on.
She had it on, dude.
You guys are like a couple.
It was fucking scary.
Like, all right, we'll
It's a
watch
thriller.
like Iowa football, and then later we're gonna watch a thriller. Okay, honey? Okay, cool. Get the milk out. Let's do it.
We did that
Whole
when we
milk
were just in Philly for the Making a Gambler, and we were like, it's gonna be so. We all got so excited. So like, after the Celtics game, we're having fucking movie night because like Jack McCarthy and Marty had done nothing but watch sports. Me and Nick just felt like watching a movie.
Yeah.
And it was like a married couple. Like all day, it's all we're talking about. Like after the Celtics, watching
Movie
a
night,
fucking
movie night, movie night.
tonight. I fell asleep on the couch about 11:40. Marty went upstairs to do short reports, never came back down. Nick went and edited, like never even considered putting a movie on.
And then, I mean,
But
the
it
movie was like
was-
another 2.5 hours. You
Yeah.
guys didn't even make it, like, not even close.
Didn't even get it on.
Yeah.
Didn't get it on.
I love that shit, though. I feel like a good movie night. I mean, that's when I hear that you guys are doing those things, I always get jealous too. Like that
What?
sounds
Watch a movie?
Delightful.
I mean, like,
Watch with the gang, with the buds.
Yeah.
We just had this conversation
It makes
recently.
me feel like Frank and Charlie and Always Sunny.
The best
Like you
part
guys
is-
get in your long johns and just like snuggle
I'm
together
gonna
and
put
watch
on
a
my
movie.
pajamas the second I get home.
Yeah,
me too.
the best part
Me
is
too.
the best part is talking is not mandatory.
Yeah.
We probably. I would love to know how long
That's
we've gone
so
without
nice.
talking.
Yeah,
Where
what do
we
you think
just
your
sit there.
longest stretch without speaking?
45
That's
minutes.
a sign of a
Oh,
true
I would say
friend.
even. I would say
Maybe
over.
longer.
Sitting like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's watching a Red Sox game. When we're on Twitter, we're watching like we're what is it? Alone
Okay, so
together.
you're not talking just like. I was thinking you were going every 45 minutes talking during movies, but no, you're just hanging out.
Hanging
We're-
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're just hanging out. Doesn't
great.
that- Yeah. No, it's fucking awesome.
No
Not to
pressure.
have the pressure to talk is
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
It is
Yeah.
so nice, man. That's
Yeah.
a sign of a true
That's
friend.
that is the
Yeah.
difference between friendship and relationships, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you can just sit there in silence.
Yeah.
With a
Yeah.
buddy, there's no expectation, there's no nothing. If you're silent with like a girl or a guy, it's like, well, I think we should be talking. Should I say something? Do you want to say something?
Right.
So true.
Just sit there in silence is the best. That and you don't fuck each other. That's a big differentiator. But yeah, there's some movie that says comfort in silence. What's that? Or is that your line? Do you say that?
Yeah, my true love is covered in silence.
Yeah, because really you love your friends. And that's how you can sit there and just in total silence and it's all good. What are you gonna do when the Red Sox season's over? You're just gonna like
It's basically
been over.
Yeah.
It's been over.
It's
fucking
over tonight,
been
too.
over.
Huh?
Is this
No, they got 3 more. They got 3 in Atlanta.
So what? So JD Martinez just doesn't have any more.
he just
They don't have to do
opted out,
zooms after every game and stuff like that.
They probably don't do Zooms on the road, I would imagine. They're doing they're playing 3 in Atlanta to close it out.
I just saw that JD had signed off his Zoom today with like hasta 2021 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think a couple guys. Are
The
just,
home
like, peace
schedule's
out, right?
over.
Yeah. I know Michael Conforto, like his hamstring was hurting a little bit. He was like,
Yeah, I'm
"Peace,
going home."
the
They
fuck home."
spit in our face. Coley said it. They spit in our face this season.
They did.
It was just a spit in the face.
And I
type
love
season.
That was
It's
like
a
an
fucking
old
movie.
man Boston taking on.
was.
These fucking billionaires, they were spitting in our face.
They did.
I'm never going to another game in Fenway until they.
Improve that squad.
I didn't watch a single game.
Not one.
I might have watched
Not one.
3 or 4 total innings.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Not
when
worth
this
it.
when this
Huh?
last
You didn't
season
miss
ends-
anything.
I know that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
like I can turn it off and be like, oh, you fucked me? Never mind. Don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
And then you want to make me fall in love with you again at some point with some grand gesture?
I'll come crawl right now.
I'll listen.
I'll come
But,
right back.
I'm not gonna watch just fucking a bad team.
I mean, like, even
you
me.
can call that bandwagon if you want, but like, I'm just not gonna
Like,
watch.
I
a bad
had
team.
them on, but I moved them to a TV with no sound. Like, they were not on the main TV ever.
Ever.
That's big.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
big for
Yeah,
you.
that is big
That's
for
big
you.
for
Yeah.
you.
I've never done that.
Dude, we have been
That's
doing.
was that a silent pro? You just weren't entertained by them, or was that a silent protest? Like, listen here,
Both.
John
It
Henry.
was, I think, like, this
I'm gonna
year
show
more
you
than ever,
really
I've
there.
been,
It was
like,
a
locked in on
moment.
another team. So I was just like, oh, well, like, why? If I want to watch this game, like, why don't I just watch that game? Like,
Yeah.
who fucking
Right.
cares?
100%.
I am in the midst of. I am on my 30. Tonight will be my 33rd video in the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
We've been doing pregame and postgame videos for every single Mets game since there was 18 games remaining. When this season ends, this might be the worst season I've ever had to endure, and it's only 60 fucking games.
Why?
Because it's been horrendous, and I've had to cover it more
It's
than
not even that
fucking
bad.
ever. Oh, it's been
You
bad.
guys almost made the playoffs.
Dude,
Fuck off.
You
man.
did.
You're just I know what you're doing. And I'm
saying.
all for it.
You guys almost made the playoffs.
We just talked about this. Like the Red Sox were regarded as a team who was like tanking, and you have 4 less wins than the Mets, who are like, we might make it. We're a contender. Fucking the biggest loser fan base in the world.
But that's
we
because
were thinking we were gonna make the playoffs. At one point, we had only won 4 series the whole year.
There's always a moment in September where you think they're gonna make the playoffs for a second. You unconsole for like a weekend.
I don't ever unconsole, but I'm like, fuck, they might make the playoffs. And then what do I do? I have my mom of all people this time being like, what are you gonna do when they make like a World Series run this year? And I was like, fuck off, Mom. Like, I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet. It's never happened. It probably never will. But yeah, this is my last season of being a broke boy. Trying to change my ways and change my mindset.
I don't see it.
Neither do I, but I'm gonna try.
I mean,
you know what I've already
like
done?
the top spenders in the league. It's like the Yankees and the Dodgers. They're the 2 biggest losers in Major League Baseball. You get there every year and lose.
Don't the
You know what?
Sox?
I'll
Didn't
take
the
it.
Sox
Beggars
win
can't
the
be
most?
choosers. You give me 8 straight division
Didn't the
titles. I'll take
Sox
it.
win the most last year?
Yeah, but they win championships.
True. Very true.
So, listen. Every time a team gets a new owner, they win. That just happens. Red Sox got a new ownership, they break the curse. Cubs got a new ownership, they break their curse. The Dodgers didn't break a curse, but they've been there fucking 3 times and they won the division 8 years in a row. I'll sign up for that.
Okay.
You'll sign up for 3 losses? We talked about this a lot.
Yes, I fucking would.
Getting to the mountaintop and failing hurts quite a bit.
I'm not saying it's not gonna hurt. What I'm doing down here, not even on the mountain, is the worst.
Yeah, but at this point, you're so beaten down into the mud that you don't even feel people walking over you because there's just ground on top of you.
It's a fact.
Like, it's just,
I'm like in the concrete. Like
yeah,
I'm
like it
under the
doesn't even
pavement.
hurt. It's
Yeah.
just fine.
Good answer.
I've changed my analogy a bit.
Now there's people here walking over you, and I'm up there and I'm falling.
Give him a piece of paper. You can draw that out for us if you want.
Man, we were just talking about the scene in Always Sunny. You guys, does anybody else here watch Sunny?
I watched like the first 2 seasons.
What the fuck does that mean? That I've never heard. I've heard people be like, I don't watch it, but you watched it and stopped?
In like 8th grade. So,
Oh,
yeah.
you should give that another one.
I've never seen
I
it.
think you'd very much
Never
enjoy
seen it.
I've
You
seen the
love
I've
Always
seen
Sunny.
the
You love Always
I've
Sunny.
seen the
You
like
plenty?
big
You haven't
scenes.
seen either?
Well, you were nice enough
Not
to give me your
even ask you.
Hulu.
I know.
and use
I've
it
watched
for
episodes.
that reason.
I just haven't like
I
watched
just
them
haven't
one
watched
on.
You gotta.
I've seen many
Give it a
episodes.
try. Maybe
It's
this
not
will
anymore.
I
work.
seen the
Bob
you ever been in a storm, Wally? I seen that.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, that
Dude,
was
there's
funny.
so many moments. You gotta watch it.
There are
I can't co-sign
arguably too
something more
many
than that.
classic moments.
Yeah.
Because they all
I mean,
get
it's
lost.
14 seasons.
Right.
Yeah.
I
You know what
cannot
I
co-sign
started?
something
You
more.
know what I started doing? Like, you know what's going on right now? Where it's like you're trying to kind of like you should watch the show. It's good. I realized that during the Game of Thrones era, if you met someone that didn't watch Game of Thrones, you'd be like, "Do you watch Game of Thrones?" And they'd be like, "No," and you'd be like, "Oh my god,
I know.
how do you
Right.
live?"
That
Like-
actually-
like you should rethink things. And you like go like crazy,
then
and the
look what
person is
happened.
sort of like, "Jesus fucking Christ, dude!"
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I want to like.
That Thrones actually made me change my ways to stop. I will be like, I think that's good. You should watch it, and then I leave it at that.
No, so I take it a step further. My new thing is that like if someone's like, "I don't watch a show," they're like, "Oh, like do you watch Always Sunny?"
No.
You wouldn't get it probably. And then you just leave it. You just leave it because people are so used to being like, dude, like it's so like.
right,
dude,
do it.
Jumped
if
on
you
the
just
throat.
leave it, you're like, yeah, you probably wouldn't get it. And then you just
It's too
leave
over your
it.
head, man.
Smart
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, the people are like.
That's
kinda
smart,
like-
Charlie. Smart.
Get it?
Yeah. Like, you think I don't get always? You think I can't get Always Sunny? I can't fucking wrap my head around that.
I feel like this is a shot at
I
me.
get
I
it.
feel like you do this to me all the time.
No, the hardest part.
Like every show is like,
That's
you don't
a
watch
big-
this, dude? I'm like, no, dude. Like,
That's a big.
It's hard to do.
okay.
It's a funny idea, but doing it in reality is actually not. It doesn't work.
There was a long time where people did that with Kanye's music, where I was like,
Right.
I just don't like his music. I'm like, you just don't get it, man. I was like, I
You don't
get
get it. You don't
I
get
just
it.
don't
Oh,
like
man.
it.
you didn't like
the
Kanye's
artist?
music? Which music?
Like anything after. I mean, I like his first 3 albums, and that's it.
Okay, that's fine. I thought
So
you
like
said
what?
Oh, yeah,
first.
no,
So
I-
like up
I
until
mean,
like
cliche,
808?
prototypical
probably
old Kanye.
Yeezus
Like
and all
that,
that.
I love
Yeah.
to like an obnoxious extent.
Yeezus is
But anything else, and then especially the new shit, I cannot stand. Although the picture of his, I hate everything about him. But did you see the picture of his TV?
Yes.
No.
I can't even call it a TV.
No, what is? I gotta look
It's,
this
it's
up.
like
You gotta see
it's,
it.
it's
It's
like
like
in a
the size
warehouse.
of-
It looks
Yeah,
like a
that's
fucking
cool.
Roger Waters concert where
Dude,
he has the wall behind him and they put
It's
images
so
on it.
crazy.
It's that.
It took me like a minute to process what was going on. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what's that little thing up
Whoa,
on there?
that's
It's like, it was
a
the guy on a chair.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
And he's watching Blade Runner, which is
I've
such
never
a sick
seen Blade
movie.
Runner. I refuse to watch it anywhere but Kanye's house. I'm not watching that movie because
Yeah,
it looks
brother,
so
you ain't
awful.
never gonna see it.
I'm
It looks
not
like a
doing it.
warehouse.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crystal clear. Like,
Yeah,
it's
right.
not.
It's not like pixelated.
No.
I
I
want
wanna
to know
it
how
looks
that
like,
works.
like, are you like,
And
oh,
it's-
is it snowing in Wyoming today? Like, oh no, that's the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, are they out? I was like, watching
And I
outside
think
it's snowing.
it's just one big screen, right?
Oh yeah. Dude.
It's not like it's like 25,000 TVs. It's,
super
just
tight.
one big massive one. That
These
might be.
motherfuckers just won't
It's
stop
super
grinding, don't
tight.
play.
He's rich. What do you
It's
wanna
super tight. And that's gotta be north of like $250,000.
Oh, I bet.
Because
bet you
I
that's
actually
insanely
looked at
expensive.
like digital fish tanks and they're $50,000 and like those are.
What is
not
a
even
digital
close to
fish
that.
tank?
Dude, I would say
It's
that's
just
like
like-
over $1 million.
Yeah,
Bro,
that,
yeah.
that one looks particularly ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's a
Let's
digital
Google
fish
it.
tank?
You
Like,
can Google
a
anything.
digital fish- like it looks like something that would
Brother, I got
probably
a
be.
TV at home with a screensaver that's a fish tank.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
costs
but like
$250.
something that would literally be
That's-
this size
Yeah.
that you put on your wall that looks like an aquarium.
That is kind of cool.
It's like
That's
50
You
grand.
were gonna put that in your apartment?
Fuck
Is that cheaper? Is that cheaper than an aquarium of that size?
I don't know. I didn't look into
said how
it.
much?
but-
Aquariums are expensive.
1,000?
Yes.
That's insane.
I mean, you're talking
that's
about,
insane.
you're talking
You
about the
wanted
Roku
one
loading
this
screen.
big?
Yes.
Roku loading screen is
I
sick.
put the
Yeah,
Roku
that's
loading
crazy.
screen on, and my kids watch it like it's a fucking thing.
It's that purple.
And I actually
that
feel guilty about it.
that
I'm like,
purple's
my kids are
nice.
watching a screensaver right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, Dad, you look at this one. I'm like,
Fish
yeah,
just
it's
go
gonna,
by.
it's gonna
Yo,
come back around because
we
it's
spent,
looping.
we spent our fucking entire childhoods watching a DVD and they go bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, they
Like,
can watch
They
that.
got
Yeah.
fish. They're okay.
They got fish.
And look at us.
We turned out totally fine. That might be, if that's within reason, I might not even have a house. I'll just have that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need anything else.
Big
I don't need-
warehouse, couch, and TV.
That's
you're
it.
good.
I'll bed, like an arrow bed on the floor over there.
It's like
and
that
everybody
picture that was
comes
going
in.
viral the other day with like the
I
thing on the
was
floor.
Yes.
Yeah. People are like, this is a man.
By the way, I mean, I understand that it's a fold-out chair. If you haven't seen it, there's a picture that's going around Twitter that's like, why do men think it's okay to live like this? And it's a TV on like a fucking, on like a stand with a
No, no
fold-out-
stand. TV
No,
on
it's
the
just
floor.
TV on the floor and like a fold-out lawn chair. But it's also in like a penthouse fucking
Yeah,
apartment
right, the
with
greatest view
wall-to-ceiling windows. That's awesome. So I was like, I'll sign for that.
You
as
know how
opposed to-
versatile that chair is? There was a roof deck there. You take that chair out to the roof deck. Hey, there was a beach down there. You take that chair down to the beach. You save us some serious money there.
These women, I swear. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Dude, so I've like forgot. My apartment has, I have like a broken TV on the wall, and then I got a new TV and I put it like underneath the broken TV, and it's been there that way for maybe
That's kind of
almost 2
low-key a
years.
flex, though.
No, it's not. It looks very poor. But I've like forgotten about it.
Dude,
Like
TVs
I just,
are so cheap now, though. It's like
well,
$200 for a good
so
TV.
I got the new one and I just put it down because I can't unmount it and shit. It's like, it's a whole thing to get it
Also,
out.
I disagree with that now because I just bought a new TV. It's $200 for a good TV, unless that TV is sitting next to a better TV, and you're like, well, let's slide down one more. That's pretty nice.
That's
That's
a lot
affordable.
better.
And you're like, well, hang on. That was fucking sick. That's just a little bit more.
I want
and
one
then
of
you
those-
get down. I stopped when I got to like, you can buy TV still for like $6,000. I was like,
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
I'm like a
Right,
minimalist with TVs, though. As long as it like plays what I want. Like we watch our games in like 360, 480.
so
like it's
bad,
so
dude,
bad.
so bad.
He got like a free YouTube like a TV.
This guy
and
just
some
gave
guy
me a
just like
smart-
signed
yeah.
on to his YouTube TV like 5 years ago, and we just like watch that all the time. So we have to watch games in like SD minus like 30.
Yeah, I don't know
Dude,
what's wrong
standard,
with it.
Standard dev's tough these days.
Oh,
It's
it's minus like
horrible.
50 from that
Dude,
though.
it's
So it's-
horrible. It's like walkie-talkie definition. This guy, it's really
Well,
nice.
it's free.
Why
Why
are you guys do that?
You guys are employed.
I mean,
Free
it's
job.
It's
This
free
is some
YouTube
broke boy
TV.
shit.
Because that was like like I just moved to New York. I was like couch surfing at the time.
But
and
you're
this
not
guy
anymore.
this guy I played men's league with. I was like, I need a TV. He's like, oh,
You
dude,
feel
just
loyal to him?
Kinda, yeah. And it was like a free smart TV, and he gave me his YouTube TV login. But for whatever reason, it buffers at like 20.
It's crazy.
Guys,
Yeah.
just get another fucking TV.
We have
dude.
two. We have two. So we have one next to it. But the problem is that the YouTube TV gets everything.
No, it works out great. It works if you want to watch a game.
Listen,
you just
this is
you-
like Charlie and Frank too. It works.
Yeah.
All
It
right?
works.
Fucking-
It works.
fucking dinner on the
We have a
radiator, it's
system
fine.
going. Part of it might be illegal, but like we know
Also,
what we're doing.
it's crazy that the NHL, whatever. I don't want to talk about that, but like it's buffering at like a alarmingly low rate.
Buffering is the thing of
Yeah.
the past, gentlemen. That's
It's
gotta be
crazy,
gone.
dude. It's crazy. It's legitimately like
There
like
is a
blurry.
solution to the problem.
Yeah, no, we can.
It's online.
It's not even that
And
crazy.
it's not even like you don't have to get like what is it? Fubo TV promo code KFC.
Yeah,
it's
there you
all
go.
the channels. It's
No,
like
it's
65
I think
bucks.
Chicklets has a promo.
What is
too.
that? What is that?
65
You can get it for free then.
What is that?
Yeah, I think I actually might have it.
Fubo.
It's just like a streaming service or like a cable provider, but not cable. You know, it's like a
Really?
streaming
And there's
provider.
sports?
Yes.
Oh,
Sports,
wow.
live TV, live everything.
Yeah, has
That-
NFL, NBA.
That used to be the.
You really said that. You said that like my dad. Like, cause I
Yeah,
YouTube TV.
there's a streaming
last time
service
I-
that plays sports.
You don't really watch sports though.
I watch soccer.
Yeah, you watch soccer Saturday
What was
mornings.
that alarm for, bro?
I gotta call my dad.
Birth control.
All right.
I gotta call
say,
my. I gotta call my dad. It's my dad's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
Pop Stewart.
birthday.
King of the edibles.
Yeah,
You do always get a
for
good
real.
when the girl sets the alarm for the birth control. That's always a good.
You
feeling.
know,
it's like
you
you are
know.
taking this shit
Yeah.
seriously.
It's like,
Imagine a
good
girl.
to see that.
imagine
Why did
a
your
girl
alarm go
having
off
that
at
and dap her up.
10:43?
Like, good work, girl. Good work. I'm gonna start setting it for them. Be like, yep.
I did that once.
You set the alarm?
It wasn't a birth control, but yes. Plan B.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's only one other thing it could be.
It was a form of birth control. It was like we're just gonna be
Just a
real
little
sure
mini abortion,
about
no big
this.
deal.
Would you take a male birth control?
That's their job, man. They've been doing it for like 40 years. I
would.
think they should.
I think I would.
I would.
No, I probably would too. If it was like that or nothing. But I also feel like we can just be like, you
I took steroids from fucking Fall River. I think at this
Yeah.
point, like, at this point, I'll be
You
really
actually
good.
got them in Fall River?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, I got mine from Russia and I lived in Fall River.
No. No. And I actually had to have a buddy come down with me because I'm
Salem.
like, dude, going to
Salem,
Fall River.
yeah.
I'm
With the
kinda
witches.
scared. Yeah,
That's
Got
some
my
weird
bag.
shit, man.
Got witch steroids.
That's impressive
Oh,
that
yeah.
you got some witch steroids, bro. You know what spells they probably put on that shit before
I
you
know.
took it?
That's
Yeah,
the good
right in
shit.
the- right in the Salem State
That's how you
parking
get
lot.
big. What do you do? We want to watch the rest of this game here? Or should we wrap it up? It's 3-0. The number's 5.5. We'd have to go through the rest of the.
I'm down to clown.
It's top 7 now.
Yelich
Yelly's
going
up.
Yabo
What's
here, I
what is
guarantee it.
the line?
5.5. It's 3-0 now.
He already hit one.
He's
Did he?
going Yabo again.
How has his season been?
Not ideal. No.
Not great.
No. He's in.
Who's gonna win the MVP?
It's going to be Freddie Freeman
Right.
and Shane Bieber.
Really?
Yeah.
Bees,
He's gonna win the
he's
fucking
nice.
Triple Crown.
Wow.
Like he's already like
Bieber.
secured it pretty much.
Can Jacob deGrom still win the Cy Young?
Yeah,
like
no.
possible, but
no,
no.
because Bauer is an asshole and he's pitching on short rest
Yeah.
so that he can get an extra start in so that there's
He's
no
being
doubt.
a total cocksucker about the Cy Young, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Oh,
I'm all
disagree.
about that dude.
Yeah,
I do not like him.
I
Is
don't
he
like
the
him
vlogger?
Yeah.
I don't.
was
I
laying
mean, I
that
don't like
vlog.
hate him. He's
What
had.
vlog?
He's had things. Something. I guess I respect it because look, sometimes
He's
I
the only one in
He
baseball
cares
that
about
opens
marketing
up.
baseball.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the only one.
And but like just some things he does are lame, and I guess like again if I look at it in the mirror, like yeah, sometimes I do things that just miss, and like when he like the Harambe cleats, I was like, all right, I'm
That
out
was
on you,
lame.
bro.
That was lame.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But like
But
the
the
free
Joe
Joe
Kelly
Kelly
cleats
cleats
were
were
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, he's
So,
trying though. He's
yeah,
trying.
no, you know I'm back in because I respect the guy who takes punches, and he's like, all right,
Oh, yeah,
they
turn
they
two
won't
on.
stop grounding double plays.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's got to be like
Oh,
the
and
1,000th
haters
one.
pitching? Yeah, this is hitting the under. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, undergang's about to happen
Yeah.
here. So we'll stick around for the next half inning. Bauer, what I don't like is when he hops on Twitter and argues for the Cy Young for himself.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Like he was
lame.
making the case with stats and shit. I was like, let other people do that, dude. You're right.
No, I kind of respect that too. Like a college football coach. Like, no, we belong in the college football playoff.
I mean, yeah. Listen, you can certainly say it that way. I just would not hop on and be like, but my ex-FIP is.
I think it's different though when you're like, we belong, and
Verlander
it's like,
did,
I
yeah.
belong.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
the coach is arguing for his kids almost.
Yeah.
This dude is like,
First of all, that coach is arguing
for example, yeah.
Get a nice
He's
bonus.
arguing for that bonus.
But at
Get
least
that
he's doing it
bonus.
under the guise of like we.
Verlander did the same thing in
Yeah,
2016.
he's kind of a
when-
loser too.
Yeah,
He's a
Verlander
little
also.
dude.
But he
takes
also had a really
care
good
of
point.
things.
I mean, Ray Porcel probably shouldn't have won.
None of these things are bad points, but I'm
But
just
someone
saying.
else has to make them.
Yeah, when he's like, well, he's talking with regular Joe Schmoes being like, I think I should get it because of this. That's enough, dude. You're probably
Have
already
you-
gonna get
have
it.
you seen my ERA? Like,
What was his biology thing? He something about biology homework, right? I remember I was out on him for that about something.
Bauer?
Yeah. I feel-
Biology homework?
You know, I could be wrong. I could.
I
have
wrote a
been on
blog
for
about
that.
him like helping someone with their math homework.
Okay, same thing. Yeah, that's clearly what I was talking about, Jared.
Well, I mean, like, he's done a lot of shit. 'Cause when you said the biology thing, he takes his own blood every single day.
Yeah.
And like he
he's a
measures
tall
like his white blood cells and like he.
Doesn't he pitch like on the right hour of the day?
No,
sort of
like he
thing?
wants to.
He
wants
likes
to
He wants to
Stand
pitch
up.
every fourth day
Right, because his
he's like,
body's-
that's when my body's at peak physical.
He's coming to New York, man.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's gonna be Met.
No, I'm telling you, he's not.
Why not?
Bauer, Trevor Bauer.
Why not?
He's just not.
He told you he's not?
I didn't say he's not. I just know where he
Someone
wants
tweet
to go.
it.
Where does he want it?
Jared Carabas
I don't know.
says.
He's not going to the Mets.
It's got
He's not going to the
sources.
Mets.
What if they just throw a fat contract?
I made this Coop, who does he shoots Lauren in the Bar, big Mets fan. We had this conversation earlier. I was like, Trevor Bauer is the Joker of Major League Baseball. Like, he's not a man motivated by money. He's a man motivated by chaos, and he doesn't care. Like,
You want chaos?
I fuck with that kind of person.
yeah, he's.
on down
it
here,
does-
man.
you
That
could
made me
if
dislike
you offered him like $500 billion, if he doesn't want to go to your team,
All right,
he's not going to
that's
go.
fair. But what if I told him like, come to New York and you can piss off Yankee fans, and we can turn the city on its head by you being good and the Mets being good?
I don't think he cares about pissing off Yankee fans.
What does he care about?
Chaos,
I
bro.
don't know.
I mean, it got really is a
Trevor
fucking
knows.
joke.
Yeah,
Totally on it.
I don't think he knows. Like whatever team
What a
that
fucking
he has in
psycho,
mind, that's the team that he's going to go to.
Who do you think it is? What I also think. Do you think he's been doing this 2-year contract shit? I feel like eventually
1
he's
year.
gotta like he's 30 now. He'll be 30 I think next season.
Yeah, I think he's
Eventually
30
you gotta
now.
get
Yeah.
your big contract because you can't do that 1-year shit.
He doesn't
forever.
care. He does not care.
He's probably getting like 15,
But also
20
that
mil
stuff-
per
all that
year
stuff
though.
with,
I
like,
mean,
the
He's
Why
already
is your big
he's making
contract?
17
You
this
don't
year.
have to.
You
but-
have $40 million.
Right,
So you
right,
don't need your
right.
big contract.
Oh,
You have
oh boy. Bottom 7, 3-0. Lead off double to start things off with the Cards. Hater on the mound. We'll see. Glenny, calm down, man. I know you're excited. You've been talking a lot over there. Don't worry.
Do we have any more Miller Lites?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, where do you stand on the
You
Mets
gotta watch
ownership
him. He's
stuff?
gonna try to fight Kevin.
Why am I trying to fight
Yo,
Kevin?
Glenny's been wanting smoke.
I want no smoke.
You
Yeah.
want
You
all the
want
smoke.
all
You
the
know who you
smoke
want
today.
smoke from? Alex Cooper. That's who you want the smoke.
I don't want the
Look at
smoke
that
from.
hat.
I don't want
Look
the
at
smoke
that
from
hat,
Daddy.
Alex.
The
Glenny
smoke is
repping the
being
brand.
No, you want
thrown
Daddy
to
Gate
me.
on your
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, the smoke is
Blowing
just
smoke in your face right now?
the smoke
Alex
follows you.
Cooper, apparently.
Nice hat. 47 grand.
Where'd you hear this?
Apparently, she told Dave that me wearing Call Her Daddy merch is bad for the brand.
Bullshit, man.
Apparently, she
I
said
would be honored to have Glenn or
me
Paul's
wearing Call Her Daddy
shit.
merch is
throwing a
bad for the
flag.
brand.
I'm
Which, you know
right.
what? It may be
Teeing
bad
it
for the
up.
brand.
No,
honestly.
This is mean. It's not bad.
Nothing but good for the brand.
But still, it was a nice switch. It was the answer isn't always let me block him sweatshirt. I was nice hat. Bad for the brand.
Not to
apparently.
mention, Glenny was the linchpin in the O'Malley Cyrus
Not
interview.
to mention, yes, I was kind of the fucking.
Did you ever get a thank you for getting
Never.
the Miley
That
Cyrus?
is
I bet
crazy.
I bet she
Never.
doesn't even know. I bet
Wait,
she
probably.
knows.
I agree. She probably has no
No,
idea.
she does.
Wait,
No,
explain
No,
that?
she does.
Of course you
And
know.
if she did
No,
know,
but she
I don't
said
know
it-
that
she
it was
did it
So,
like
so you tell me if
a
I
love
was
fest
if I
for
was
what?
like the
I think I'd say
the
thank you.
linchpin of this thing.
I think you would.
I think you would.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah, I
so
mean, that's the
Miley so Miley I know a girl that works on Miley's like management team. She DM'd me and said, "Hey, we're trying to get Miley on Call Her Daddy. You can get me in contact with somebody that would do it." So I was like, "Sure." I sent her info to Jordan, to JB. They got in touch. Within a week, she was in LA filming with Miley.
So you
So I think kind of I was like
Not kind of.
You
Not kind of. You did
I
it.
agree. Like,
You
like,
did
of
the
course,
interview.
Kelly was probably on it, and like it
Brokered
would have
the
happened eventually.
Right.
But within a week, she was there in LA.
Playing
It was
balls.
kind of low key me.
Making moves. You know,
Not even a thank you, and then I can't even wear her merch.
Can't even
That's
support her
crazy.
brand.
Can't even,
That's crazy.
can't even support the daddy
It's
gang.
crazy. It's a little funny, but it's crazy.
It's very funny. I agree.
We said that, so Glenny's gonna make hoodies that say "I am well" and "Respect
Like, I'm
me,"
just doing okay.
and all these anti-daddy gang shirts.
Hey, not
Wear-
only can you not, we're not thanking you, can't wear our merch.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't wear
You
the
should
merch.
just make a
How
one-off
did it get back
shirt.
to you that was going on?
I was just in Philly on Monday. We were waiting before the game. We were just hanging out. Went to go eat dinner, and then I forgot who said it. I think either Youngstown Bob or Kevin Bonner, Dave's guy was like, "Oh, just so you know, Dave might bring this up. Apparently, Alex Cooper told Dave that you wearing the Call Her Daddy merch is bad for the brand."
It's fucked.
I was like, "What the
That's
fuck?"
so
It's
fucked.
Glenny Balls.
I like Call Her Daddy merch too.
Lovable guy at the entire
Hey,
company.
yeah, and you look good in it. You always got a smile on your face. It's great for the
Unbelievable.
fucking
And
brand.
she says, and she cut me off. Not even a thank you from Miley, and then you tell me I can't wear your shit.
This feels like a Seinfeld episode. I can see George being like, "Not even a thank you. I know I can't even wear the clothes. It's ridiculous."
Not even a thank you, not an acknowledgement, and just, oh, by the way, bad for the brand. Can't wear
You
it. Can't,
tweeted her a bunch. She didn't acknowledge
can't
any of
wear
those?
your block me sweatshirt. I'm like, all right, what are you gonna do?
But look at you, you're defying because you're.
Yeah.
you're
How about this one, Cooper? I'm wearing your I am a
Cooper.
Cooper.
I will be honest. I want no smoke in that.
we all
It's its own thing.
I'm terrified of the smoke. Please don't give it to me.
We all are.
I'm Team Daddy Gang, unless
So there
You
was
tell
a
me I can't
girl
wear
on the
the merch.
Barstool Instagram this week who was in the NBA bubble, and she was like, "What's up, Daddy Gang? Like, I've infiltrated the bubble." She's showing like the
saw that.
NBA logo and shit, and she's like, "It costs like $7,000. Like, I'll report back." Promptly kicked out of the bubble.
100%.
And we were trying to get in contact with her to do this like kind of like a web redemption. Interview on Snapchat, and she's going back and forth with this girl KFC Here. She's like, "Okay, I can do it this time. Okay, like never mind, we gotta do it later." Then she reaches out and she's like,
she busy?
"We can't do it. It's like a violation for something at college. And she's like, unless call her daddy's involved, and then in that case I can do it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, I can't do it. It's illegal unless I get to
Are
talk
you
to
not
Alex.
allowed to post what it's like in the bubble?
I mean, I definitely don't think you're supposed to have like hoes in there and like. have
Dude, Adam
filming
Silver
things,
was
you
like
know?
no Instagram thoughts in the bubble.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
He
They
said
put
those
out a
words.
statement.
He
like,
said
that was
thoughts.
I don't think that's fair.
He was like, no Instagram.
It said like you're not allowed to have anybody
I
who you have
last
a
like
previous
checked was
relationship
America.
with at the bubble, which is like if you met her on Instagram a minute ago, you can't bring her out
Dude,
here.
how
You're fucking
old is
horny.
Yadier Molina? How old is this guy?
God, just get out of my life.
He's been around since
53.
38 in your bra. That dude is at least 45.
Dude, he's been around since I was a child. I feel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was catching during the 2004 World Series.
That's crazy.
He was the one. He
He's
was the one that
38,
was
yeah.
jawing with Manny because Yachty was like, "Stop fucking looking at the signs," and Manny was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And Tito comes out and he's like, "What are they arguing about?" And they're like, "I think Yachty thinks that Manny's stealing the signs," and Tito is like, "Manny doesn't even know our signs."
Steal a sign if they wanted to.
I went to a 2004 World Series game.
Did you?
Rockies, Red
Oh,
Sox.
that's right. That must have been
2007.
Is that? Oh, damn! I thought it was 2004. I mean, it's like 15.
Don't come at Rocket with that stuff. He knows.
Dude, I'm a Rockies fan. We don't know what's.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Yo, when they first like started legalizing everything, and you guys, I mean, it was like a visible party at the stadium. Like people were.
Dude, I've said this
like
to a bunch
stumbling
of people.
around.
That's like my favorite
Shit,
ballpark.
it's great.
The
Yeah.
Rockies,
Love them.
Coors Field is
Awesome.
one of the best rackets going in Major League Baseball.
Absolutely.
Dude, I didn't grow up with baseball. I never played baseball. I don't really know much about the game. They have fantastic attendance every single
Yeah.
year because in the right field, they have this double-decker bar called the Rooftop. Dude,
It's like the best bar in the city.
$12. You get $6 of that towards a meal or drink voucher. I've gone to games, not even seen a pitch.
Yeah.
Like you don't get a seat. You don't get a seat. You just go to the
Right.
bar and you hang out, and people love going. It's right in the best part of downtown Denver. You get a great view, and there's
Close to
obviously
the
people there
third
that
strike.
enjoy baseball. There's a
Yeah.
good amount of fans that like going there. The weather's great, but dude, there's literally 4,000 people that go there specifically to
Just
have
to
a
go to the
great
bar.
time, and they cater it perfectly.
That's
towards
why
it.
I'm nervous about Barstool the ballpark with the new ownership. I feel like Steve Cohen's gonna like go through game by game and be like, well, everything looks good except like 6 times a year you guys take a bath. 6 times a year you guys have like 25 grand worth of beer. What's going on? It's the best deal in all sports.
Yachty.
There you go. One more out for the under getting
Coors
the
Field
hit.
is
We
like
can start our night.
You
been
can
there?
see like
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking
It's
mountains
so
in the
great.
back.
got
Yeah,
family
it's
car,
beautiful,
right?
right?
You can
Isn't
see
it
the
great?
mountains.
Yeah.
You can see the mountains. You can. It's and just the. I mean the $12.
And if you wanted to right now, like how legal? Like could I bring weed and edibles into a stadium or no?
No, you can't like smoke in public.
Right.
You can't do anything in public. But
What about an edible? If like
Yeah,
I walk
they
through
would-
security, they wouldn't let you walk through with an edible.
Yeah, they would like. They would be.
Yeah.
They wouldn't care about that.
Right.
They
So
wouldn't
that's
care
Go
about
to
fucking
Colorado with RA. Experience.
Yeah.
Experience,
I can't
to
imagine.
say the least.
Just
Lenny,
fantastic.
do you mess around with the hot leaf?
I've had weed probably less than 20 times in my life. I just like don't.
Decent amount of time.
I'm
24. Like 3 or 4 times.
I like don't get high. I don't know how to do it correctly.
Yeah, you
I
gotta.
don't know how to smoke a bowl. I
You
don't
know
how
what
to
you
smoke
gotta
a
do? I was
bong.
kind of the same way to be honest. You gotta like hit the vape pen. It's so much easier.
Like everyone tells me you gotta inhale. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm inhaling. I don't know how to do it.
Well, when you're smoking like weed and you inhale, it's like you gotta have like I have like little bitch lungs. I
Like,
can't do that.
there's some times where like I really want to, like when I meet my friends all in sausage party, I was like, I would love to get high for this, and I tried.
I'm saying it in a very funny way.
Let's get a point for this.
I don't want to smoke a bowl. I gotta get high for
Motherfucker, I'm inhaling, and I tried so hard. I had a nice
What about
blunt in the
edibles?
parking
Yo,
lot.
what if you're a
I did
man?
one edible one time in college.
You did too much, and you got.
And I
freaked
hate.
out,
I
you
was
don't
just.
like
I
it
was like.
anymore.
I just remember. I sat there. I was like, I'm gonna eat this edible. I'm gonna watch a Lego movie, and I'm excited.
Yes.
And I just sat there, and like I felt like my mind was there, but my body wasn't moving.
Yeah, it's called
I,
being
I
high.
ordered like.
Yeah,
I ordered.
That's the reason why we do it.
I ordered like we had a Pizza Hut right behind you all when it was great. I fucking hit Pizza Hut hard, man. I love
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. I ordered like a bacon jalapeno pie.
Sure.
And then and then I like lost. I fell asleep. And then the delivery guy came to my door, which they never do. They're supposed to wait in the lobby. And they somehow tracked my room down, thank God. And I finally woke up and I had the pizza, and I never finished Lego Movie. And it was just, it was
Too
a
much.
horrible
You took too
experience.
much. If
I didn't like
do
it.
a little 3G now,
But-
do half a gummy, and you will be perfect.
But I did
You'll
say
love it.
my New Year's resolution was to do shrooms or Molly.
Oh, okay.
I've
Let's
yet
go
to
with
do,
the
I've yet
shrooms.
to do either one.
The
I would
shrooms
like
is
to
a
do.
safer
The
bet.
only
We don't
choice
do
I
shrooms
would
with
say.
Molly.
I think shrooms.
The
That was my
Molly is,
resolution.
Like,
You've
fentanyl.
done
Shit,
shrooms?
We don't want to do that.
His lips didn't even move.
that was something.
That was like
I had
a
a month.
warm
I had a month my freshman year of college. We did shrooms every other day.
Really?
I'll never be the same.
You think it's,
Why?
you think it's changed your
Because
personality?
it's a high you can't chase
Anything
it.
like that?
I think it's opened my mind up to a lot of different things.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Purified water.
Put it in the books.
When you say
Under
you
getting
say-
hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Under squat.
When we sat down up 3-0, I was like, I want to go 3-0 this fucking bar.
No, sir. No, sir. Perfect. We'll wrap it up there. Good night for us. Shitty night for the losers over here. Thank you to Miller Lite for sponsoring. Shout out to the Milk Boys. Enjoy your couch gang tonight. Glennie, you got to go home and watch a scary movie and get high.
Fuck you. I ain't gonna.
It is a thrill.
See you guys next week.
That actually is fun to do. I tried in college. I
you
told
want
my
this
roommates, I
milk
was like, we got to get as baked as we can.